Hello. Hi guys. I haven't streamed in so long. Hopefully all the levels are okay. Totally let me know if music's too loud, if I'm too loud, anything like that. Welcome back. Thank you. Hi, how's it going? Well, come on in everyone. Oh my goodness, I'm so tired. So it's gonna be a very chill stream. Hate this. I hope you're doing well. Chrome, hi. Jay, hi. Thank you for redeeming first. Oh my goodness, how's everyone doing? Yeah, we have so much to talk about. Oh my god. I'm back from TwitchCon. My first ever TwitchCon. So fun. So fun. So tiring though. We got in last night at, gosh, like 3 in the morning. So my sleep schedule's kind of whack right now. Looks like bitrate's good, everything's good. Fingers crossed. Yeah, so I figured we could just chat, catch up a bit, maybe play some Tears of the Kingdom after. We shall see what the vibes are tonight. Doing great, finished streaming earlier, chill 3 hour on a chill game. Nice, Aethys, how are you liking it? Cause you just got back into streaming, right? I hope you're having fun with it. But yeah, oh, it was so fun. Oh my god, I met so many people. I saw so many things. It was just cool to experience. We can totally go over like photos and everything. And I can like walk you guys through everything if you want. But TwitchCon was really cool. It was a really good time. Look at my Twitch merch. Isn't it sick? And look at my bottle, you guys. Isn't it so cute? Oh, I love it. So comfy. Oh, it is so soft. I'm gonna be like living in this hoodie. Genuinely, I think I'm gonna wear this like every day. It is so comfy. It is so comfy. I really like it. It's a nice hoodie. Thank you. Sorry if the mic is making sounds. I'm trying to adjust it. Feel like a scam. Well, I didn't even know what it was gonna be like because I bought it when it was in like a plastic like wrap, I guess you could say. It is so soft. It's very, very good material. Perfect timing because of the winter. I have so many hoodies, but I was like, I'll just add to the collection. Steph, oh my goodness. Thank you for the sub.
Hi, Blackheart.
I hope you're doing so well. How's your evening going? It's good to see you. Hello, thank you so much for 4 months. I can't believe it's been 4 months already. That is so wild. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for that sub. I really appreciate it. Back into streaming, you hit affiliate. Nice! Oh my god, 37! Let's freaking go, Aethys. Let's freaking go. That is so nice. That's really good. Kind of overwhelming. That's valid. That's really valid. I'm so proud of you. That's awesome. Love your streams. Thank you, Steph. I appreciate it. I hope I stream a lot more going forward. I feel like TwitchCon kind of like... what would the proper term be? Like renewed my love for streaming. I've been dealing with like a lot of burnout, I guess you could say, in like recent years. But it definitely kind of reminded me of my love for streaming, so I'm really excited. I'm really excited. It'll be good. If you knew what was going on, that's okay. No one really knows what I'm going on. You know, with lack of schedule and all that, half the time I don't even know what I'm going on. I'm just kind of, you know, sometimes I just feel it and then I just go live. Oh, Mimi, and you ran. Thank you so much. I hope you're doing well, Mimi. Oh my god, how's everyone doing? Yeah, I'm so tired. It'll be a very chill stream. I want to try to stay up late though, as late as I can, and kind of stream for most of the night. Fingers crossed, we'll see, because oh, tomorrow night I'm back on overnights. I feel like I hardly had time to settle in at home. I'm back to work. Trying to fix that jet lag. Well, yeah, see, so Vegas was a 3-hour time difference from me. And then yeah, we got back at like 3 in the morning last night. Took us a couple of hours to drive home from the Toronto airport. So yeah, a long day of traveling. And then we lost time when we flew home. So it was like a full day of traveling. And then because, you know, how you always feel kind of like, I don't know, hyped up, I guess you could say, after traveling. So we were like up until 7 a.m. last night. Did you have fun? I had so much fun. Oh, I'm so excited to talk to you guys about it. It came and it went so quickly. It was so fun. It feels like a fever dream. It feels like it didn't happen. It was a really, really cool experience. Kind of like kind of different than what I expected, but not necessarily bad. Your pics were so nice. Thank you. I have some more, but I posted all the main ones. I didn't take too many throughout the week, actually. Like, we were just go, go, go constantly. Did you see any streamers you hope to see? Yes and no. Like, I had my 2 meet and greets with PointCrow and Cheebs, which I will definitely talk about, and I can show you guys pics and stuff if you don't follow me on Instagram. But there were some streamers that I know were there that I didn't get the chance to meet that I would have liked to meet. But I met 2 of my faves, so I'm really happy about it. Yeah, I'll have to tell you guys all about my meet and greets and stuff. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. Ragnar, hello. You want to go to TwitchCon? It was a cool experience. I don't know if I will go anytime soon again. I think for me, see, I don't know if it's sort of like post-con blues kicking in. This is actually the first convention I've ever been to, or like in this realm anyway, and I've heard a lot of people say like post-con blues, post-con depression is a thing. So I don't know if that's what it is. So I have a lot of like sort of like conflicting feelings. It was such an incredible experience, and objectively I feel like I got the most out of it that I possibly could have at my level. I met some of my favorite streamers, I met some like stream friends, I saw like a lot of booths and panels, and it was just cool. But I feel like in my mind, I had such high expectations, which is completely my own fault. I was like, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna network, I'm gonna have a shift, and I'm gonna like be a new streamer, a new woman, I'm gonna meet everybody. And when I went, a lot of it was actually pretty like lonely, and I was like, wow, I'm a small streamer in this sea of big streamer of like other small streamers. And because I've been so busy, I haven't really been an active chatter for like, I guess, the greater part of the year. I was like, I was a lot more shy than I wanted to be. I was like walking by mutuals, and then I would kind of like look away and pretend I didn't see them because I was so nervous to introduce myself to people. So I didn't meet as many people as I hoped, and I was like really shy to go up to people. And big streamers too. Aside from my meet and greets, I saw a lot of big streamers around the convention, but they were sort of like roaming with their own friends and other big streamers, and I just like, even though that's kind of what they're there for and it's what they expect, I didn't want to interrupt anyone or just like be an inconvenience. But yeah, I even saw mutuals, and I was too scared to like go up and bother anyone, and I just felt annoying, so I just like I didn't really talk to anyone. I don't know. I was more shy than I wanted to be, and I had a hard time getting out of it. But I think it was crazy. I like really expected to get so much out of it. Like I hyped it up so much in my head, but it was really just me going and enjoying it as like a small streamer, which was so cool. It was so cool, but I think if anything, it just made me like, I was like kind of, I don't know, shooting myself in the foot, because I was like, I really wish I put more effort into like connecting with people and being active in chats leading up to this. I don't know, so many people were there, like meeting with friends and stuff, and I felt kind of lonely in that sense. I was like, I don't know how many streamer friends I really have. So it's kind of just me and Brandon doing our own thing for most of it. So I found like, when the con was kind of coming to an end, I almost felt this wave of like sadness. I was like, I feel like I hyped this up so much in my head, and I almost feel kind of like discouraged, I guess you could say, even though objectively I was like, I got so much out of it. It was very conflicting, but now looking back, I'm like, it was good. I'm super thankful for it. And if anything, it makes me want to kind of just like work harder, because I feel like it'd be so cool to like go as a partner and stuff. But as a little affiliate, I don't know. It was cool to see once, but I don't know if I would go back unless I feel like I had so many friends who I knew were going, and I was super active on Twitch. And unless I was a partner, I feel like you'd get a lot out of it as a partner. Like, I felt kind of like left out in that sense. Like, kind of almost like disappointed in myself because I was like, I wish I was at a bigger level, even though I know I was in the same shoes as like 99% of the people there. But yeah, it was good. It was kind of like a first wave of like, damn, I wish I was like in a bigger, I wish I was like a Twitch partner. I wish I could get more out of this. And then it was like me, that kind of like shifted into like motivation to want to keep streaming. I don't know. I feel like I just have like a lot of post-con thoughts. Partner push. I did meet a lot of people, not as many as I hoped, but like I met so many nice people who I followed and they followed me back. It would have been cool to see Plant Army. Yeah, I wanted to meet someone from the Plant Army, but I didn't really have like Wi-Fi there. So that's another thing. I couldn't really like connect with people I knew at the con while I was there because international struggles, you know, am I right? My phone provider didn't really offer me a good like American roaming plan. It was really expensive, so we were living on like Vegas Wi-Fi the whole week. The convention center didn't really have Wi-Fi. It was like you were supposed to pay for it, and I'd kind of like, it would let me in, but then it would be spotty and it would like kick me off. So that was like my experience at the con. I was like, I could kind of message people and then I couldn't for like a few hours, and then yeah, I kind of wanted to meet up with someone from the Plant Army. But yeah, we couldn't really get a hold of each other. Vegas is so expensive. Another reason why I don't think I'll go unless I'm like a partner and it's actually kind of like the values kind of there. We spend so much money on food alone, and I think we spent the least we could have possibly spent for the most part, and it was still way too much. It was still way too much. Yeah, I mean, walking the strip and like our hotel and everything, we had Wi-Fi, no problem, but the convention center didn't want to give us Wi-Fi, which kind of sucked. Twinkly Takeover has started. I do feel a good wave of like motivation. Like I want to stream more and be more active and like and stuff like that. You're gonna make cards? You guys, the funny thing is I probably gave out less than like 5 or maybe 5 to 10. 10's being generous. Maybe like 5 business cards. I was so excited for them, and I printed like, I got over 100 business cards. I didn't give it to anyone. Not like hard. Okay, so I have so much to talk about. The Twitch party at Area 15 was wild. That was like, Brandon and I aren't really big like the Vegas scene isn't really for us. We're not huge drinkers or partiers. Friday I got crunk. I have so many pictures with the random streamers just like chucking up the deuces, and I think that's literally where I met most people, like Friday at Area 15, because I was like kind of not tipsy, I was pretty drunk. I was so bubbly and I was just going up to everyone, introducing myself and giving out my cards. But 99% of the trip did not do that. $2,000 trip and you drove. You'll mail it to me. Hey, if anyone wants a TwinklyTor business card, I've got like 90. I can mail it to you if you guys want an exclusive TwinklyTor business card. I can't imagine being in Vegas. And that's the thing. I'm like a very anxious person. I'm the same. I get anxious like having basic human interactions and going to the grocery store and stuff. So I feel that. But for some reason, I like, in my mind, I was like, I'm going to be so confident. I'm going to network. And I was so shy the whole time I was there. Would like... Also, do you guys like the new chat box situation? I jumped on that bubble chat. The bubble chat. It's kind of a vibe. You love it? I think it works. I think it works because before it, like, the contrast in the back and stuff, you couldn't even really read the text. I kind of knew I wanted this chat box for a while, but I was too lazy to do it. And then I don't know what happened. I don't know if I, like, accidentally updated something or whatever. But when I came on to stream today, my chat box, my original one was, like, really funky. It looked weird. I don't know what happened on all my scenes. So I was like, okay, this is a perfect opportunity for me to switch over to this one. And it was a bitch. You wouldn't think it would take this long, but it took me hours to get this chat box working. Like, it just did not want to cooperate with the browser source was not cooperating with my Streamlabs, and it was so much trial and error. So I have it on all my scenes. I have it on all my scenes. I don't know how I feel about having it over gameplay because it might be a bit too busy on the screen. But we're gonna run with it for a bit, feel it out. It's still kind of tucked in the corner, so it shouldn't be too obtrusive, you know? I definitely think it works for chatting though, for just chatting. But if I can get my old chat box working, I might have that for gameplay in the bubble for like, you know, my chatting scenes. Also, because my DSLR, you guys know, it kind of crapped out on me. But I liked having a full screen chatting, so I also added this. The thing is, because it's a Logitech camera and the quality is not that good, I don't know if it works because the quality is not good. I feel like this would look better during like daylight. And it's so zoomed in, but it's not, you know, that's how it's gonna be with this webcam. Like I don't have any room on either side. So this is how it has to be. It kind of works though, because I miss having a full screen chatting situation. So yeah, playing around with some scenes today. You like the next chat box? I think it's cute. I like the bubble text. It's more legible than what I had before. But hopefully it's not in the way too much. Well, we'll see. We'll keep it for a bit, see how we like it. You switched from slobs to OBS? Oh, you gotta keep me updated. I've thought about the switch, but I'm so used to Streamlabs. Was any particular reason, or you just wanted something new? You don't think it's the way? I don't think so either. I don't think so either. Hi, TwinklyTor is so cool. Megan is so cool. You guys, I met Megan. You guys probably saw the photos. I'll pull up all the photos and I'll go over my whole TwitchCon experience from, you know, each day. But Megan and I finally met on the last day. It was so wholesome. Because Megan and I have been friends for years. It was so special. Best day ever. So sweet. I loved meeting you. You were so sweet. I'm gonna scroll up a bit and make sure I don't miss a whole lot of chat. You like this rendition of Cass's theme? Yeah, I do too. I want it because it's, you know, late night comfy vibes. I'm not listening to my usual playlist. I just wanted lo-fi all night. But this is what I'm listening to right now. If anyone's curious. Glitch City, just video game lo-fi and chill beats. It's just playing live. It's really nice. I like it. But yeah, Megan and I exchanged business cards. I told her, I was like, I haven't given out any of these all week. And she's like, let's swap business cards. You love that art? I do too. It's so cute. I really like it. I know. Oh, an East Coast TwitchCon would be so nice. Going to Vegas was a struggle. I mean, actually, like, our flights both ways and our overall travel experience was pretty smooth. But yeah, I would love an East Coast TwitchCon. It was so nice to come home. You guys, I like love summer and I love the heat, but you don't realize how much you miss like seasons and like comfy cozy vibes until you leave it. Like, it was so wild. I was straight up in the desert. Vegas had like no grass. I didn't see a single cloud all week. It was just over 30. It was like 33 to 35 degrees out every day. It was so hot. I'm pretty sure that's equivalent to like mid-90s if I'm not mistaken. It was so hot. So hot. And like Vegas just doesn't rain. It's just dry desert. I was like, damn, I kind of miss like comfy fall vibes. And then we came back and the trees were so vibrant and it's been like rainy and it's, I was like, I miss my Canada. Oh my god. I miss seasons. 5 degrees hotter, damn. It was cool seeing like the desert mountains and stuff though. Like Vegas is literally in the middle of like the desert. It's crazy. Don't come to Texas then. Yeah, I feel like Texas would be like that, like very hot, very dry. As much as I complain about the cold, I'm like, I love having all 4 seasons. It was so hot. It was nice though, because for the most part, it was like a dry kind of heat. It wasn't incredibly humid or anything, which is nice. But yeah, it was really good. I don't know which scene I'm feeling. I'm just gonna chill on this scene for a bit. You love the cold. The cold is so cozy. And it was crazy because when we were walking around Vegas, some places had like Halloween decorations. We're like, oh my god, it's Halloween soon. It did not feel like it in Vegas. It was so hot there. You can easily take the train there or something. Yeah. New York would be such a quick flight for me too. You would try to go. Yeah, I'm like challenging myself. I'm like, it was a fun experience, but I felt, again, like majority of people that go there are affiliates, and again, I feel like at my level I got the most out of it I possibly could have. But I was just really beating myself up again, like about, you know, there's so many like partners who are meeting each other, and like I saw so many people I follow who are partners who just like met Eric, like met PointCrow in the partner lounge, and you can kind of, it's more casual and you can talk to people for as long as you want, where I was confined to like a short little meet and greet. And I was like, damn, I wish I was partner. So I feel like I'm gonna try to, I don't know, I really want to stream more, and like it's good motivation. Like I don't think I'm gonna go to another TwitchCon until I'm, you know, I'm at a bit of a bigger level on the platform. But it was so cool, and it was really inspiring. There was so much I wanted to do, and it was crazy. It was so busy nonstop that I didn't even do a lot of the things I wanted to do. But I ended up doing like new things that I hadn't originally like planned for, and it was a chaotic weekend, but it was so nice. We definitely didn't have to make a whole week out of it. We were so tired and so ready to come home. We haven't traveled in a few years, since like before COVID, so we were like, let's just make a whole week out of it. So we did Wednesday to Tuesday, and I swear every single person I met pretty much only went for the convention. Like everyone was gone by the Monday morning, and we were just kind of bored in Vegas, like, oh shit, we should have gone home today because we were so tired. And then we had to buy all our meals, so that was definitely a mistake. We were both like, we should have cut this trip shorter. But again, like, just because I don't think like outside of the convention, Vegas wasn't really our scene. But we were so tired, so much walking every day. Pretty much, I think minimum, except for the last day, I think we did 20,000 steps minimum each day. It was like this our first full day there, I think. It was, or the Friday, the first day of the convention. I did almost 30,000 steps. My Fitbit said like 29,000 steps. Like my feet were so tired. Because Ubers and everything were so expensive. We were pretty good about like walking everywhere we wanted to go. It's so unwalkable. Yeah, for being a pretty accessible like city, getting around was a pain. It was a pain. It was also just so busy because of TwitchCon. And then the When We Were Young festival, it was like a crazy weekend to be in Vegas. There were so many people there. Ubers were so expensive. Traffic was insane. Like the convention was fun. The Vegas part, it was like, I don't know if I'd want to go there again. It was a lot. It was a lot. Sorry, I'm just kind of skimming through chat because I know I'm probably missing a lot. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Yeah, we were so boring. Aside from the Friday night at the Area 15 party, it was a pretty tame like week. I did get kind of lit though. At Area 15, it was so fun. Oh my god. We did the Omega Mart. It was so cool. It was so cool. No time left. Yeah, that's fair, Brad. Sorry, you put that in chat so long ago. You might not even be here anymore. You enjoyed the pictures, yeah. I traveled, but like it was crazy. I feel like I hardly settled back in from the Bahamas trip with my mom, and then we flew to Vegas for TwitchCon. Like 2 trips in October was crazy. I'm so like happy to be home. And now I was off work for like most of the month. Spent so much money between both trips. Now I just have to like work like crazy. More outgoing. Yeah, that's the thing, Aethys. I was like disappointed in myself because I was like, I really want to be social and meet people. And I got so in my head when I was there, I like didn't want to approach anyone. I was like, I'm so annoying. They don't want to meet me. I don't want to bug anyone. And I just like, I just kind of stuck with Brandon for like the whole week, which is good. It was fun, but I was very shy to like meet people and put myself out there. Sorry, I I realize I'm missing a lot of chat, so if there's anything you want me to see, feel free to just like copy and paste it, or you know, or highlight it or whatever. It was cool though. It was really cool. I would like to go again, but I did feel kind of like disappointed in myself at my like level. I was like, I don't know, it'd be so fun to come back as a partner, to be like included in something, or to have a lot of friends. So I think I want to challenge myself, and I don't know if it'd be worth it for me to go back and like spend that much money and stuff unless I was partnered. That's kind of where I'm at with it, but it was so cool to see once. I really liked it. It's busy. It gives you major anxiety. Yeah, it was chaotic. And then, oh my god, I know this is just Vegas, but like, damn, Brandon and I were just trying to roam the strip, and then like strippers walk up to you and like give you cards and try to get you to take a photo. And we were like, it was kind of like an inside joke, but for the end of the trip, we were like finding like ways to cut off like the sidewalk. We're like, we have to dodge the strippers because we're so tired, we just want to go back. And then the strippers always stop you. And like, I love that for them, like, get your coin. But we walk the strip like pretty much most days, because what else are you gonna do in Vegas outside of the convention days anyway? We would just roam the strip, and then all these like half naked ladies just come up to you and try to take photos. And I was like, I would always shut them down nicely if they caught us. I was like, no, I don't really want to take photos, but you're beautiful, I look awful. And I would always like gas them up. But man, anytime we saw them, we were like, abort. Oh, it was so funny. Undrivable. It took so long to get anywhere. Yeah, it was brutal. There were some things I wanted to do that would have required like Ubering or taking the monorail, that just places that weren't like walkable, but we didn't want to spend any money, so we just like, unless it was walkable, we didn't do things. But yeah, it took so long to get anywhere. And it's a shame, because I think Vegas is considered in one of like the most accessible cities in the States. But I was in like a Discord server for people in What If Julia's community who were at TwitchCon, because like I was trying to get involved in some like community meetups, but it was, certain things were so far away that I didn't really end up doing anything. But I know one of the community members that I got to meet in that server in Julie's community is like needs wheelchair access, and I felt so bad because they said like it's a shame it's considered one of the most accessible cities, and they were still really struggled to sort of like get around, which is a shame. It didn't feel like a good city to sort of navigate. Strippers stopping couples? Well, that's the thing, like we found that if like at first they would always look at Brandon, and they'd start approaching him, and then they'd kind of see me with him, and then you could kind of see them like walk away. I think they pretty much just look for guys or groups of guys. But there were times where they would come up to us and they're like, hey lovebirds, you want any photos? And but they would always try to go for Brandon. It was funny. It was funny. The world's most comfy shoes. You guys, I overpacked so much, and I knew I was going to. I didn't wear half my outfits. And this was so ambitious of me. I knew it too, and Brandon knew it. I packed like nice dresses, and I packed heels. I was like, maybe we'll have one night where we go out and have a nice dinner. And we both said to each other, we're like, I don't think I'm gonna wear these, but just in case, I'm gonna pack them. I was in my sneakers every single day. Like, we were doing so much walking, and by the end of my trip, I was in my TwitchCon hoodie down the strip. Like, I just didn't even care. Or trash, respectfully. Yeah. We didn't really converse with too many people, honestly, outside of the convention. Not even at the convention. But yeah, we didn't really talk to too many people. I'm trying to think, was there a certain vibe there, or a certain demeanor that people had? But we didn't really honestly converse with that many people. But yeah, I would really like if future TwitchCons weren't in Vegas, but everyone I met was saying how it was like so much bigger than the San Diego TwitchCon, so I could see them keeping it there. because it was a really big convention center. It did hold a lot of people. Places like Vegas are mainly meant for partying, and that's just it. It wasn't, again, it wasn't really our scene, and we found ourselves being like kind of bored for like a lot of the trip. Because like and drinks were so expensive. Like sometimes we would like go to the CVS and we would like buy a couple beers for ourselves, but like we never actually went out really to drink. It's just too expensive and too busy. So other than that, it's like, what do you do in Vegas, you know? You gotta get a little litty. Yeah, see, the TwitchCon party, a part of the Twitch bundle for the $100 add-on was 3 drinks, and they just free poured them. They were so strong. And Friday, it was fun. Area 15 was so fun, so I finished my 3 drinks really fast. And then, I'm never gonna live this down. It's like a cool, it's a funny thing to look back on, but I just can't believe this happened. But, yeah, so you get your 3 free drinks to redeem at the Twitch party. It was a part of the add-on. And I was like, oh, Brandon, I'm gonna buy us another round. Like, I'm having a good night. Let's get like a 4th drink each. I was like, it'll probably be pretty expensive, but no more than like 20 bucks each. The way they get you, the only time we went out and bought drinks, after our 3 free ones, we went and we got 2 rum and cokes. I kid you not. It doesn't even sound real coming out of my mouth. So, and the first thing is, because I was like, I just wonder how expensive it is. So we went up to the bartender and I was like, how much would 2 rum and cokes be? And she kind of like avoided it and didn't really answer. And then she was like, oh, do you want like doubles? Without really answering the question. So we were like, yeah, sure, we'll do doubles. And then she started pouring them without really like telling us how much they were. And then you just see it pop up on the screen. 2 double rum and cokes at Area 15, you guys. It was like 60 something American pre-tip. 60 something dollars for 2 double rum and cokes. I've never paid that much money for a drink in my life. And we looked at each other, Brandon and I looked at each other, just so shocked, and she was already pouring them. She got us so good. And so we took home the cup. We were like, damn, we spent like probably 90 Canadian for 2 drinks. So we took home the Area 15 cup. Because we were like, damn, we bought a souvenir for those drinks. That was the only time we bought drinks out. And she got us so good. She didn't tell me how much they were. She just started pouring them. And I got so lit, you guys. Oh, God. So it's a funny story. I'm like, there was one time where I spent probably like 90, after tip, like 90 Canadian on 2 rum and cokes. It's fine. So I'm gonna have that story for the rest of my life. But money, yeah. When we were young festival, it was probably expensive. Why did you accept it? I'd be like, I didn't tell you to pour. I don't know. She was already making them. I'm too like non-confrontational. I wouldn't have had it in me to be like, oh, I don't want that. And then she was already like, she would have had to, I don't know. It would have messed up her liquor counts or whatever. I don't know. Even though she kind of like screwed us over, and I could have refused it, I felt bad because she was already pouring it. Like, it was all so fast. That's true. That's true. But yeah, never again. I can't even believe it. Before tip, 60 something American for 2 double rum and cokes. It just doesn't even sound real coming out of my mouth. So if you guys ever go to Area 15, do not buy drinks. And I know when the TwitchCon party was announced, everyone was like, $100 is such a scam for 3 drinks. And then after we got those paid drinks, I was like, $100 for the TwitchCon party was a fucking steal. Because I'm like, damn, for 3 drinks, that value is nuts for Area 15. Oh, man. You got a pregame? Yeah. That's the thing. I think the smart thing to do would have been like buying pop and buying like a bottle of liquor and just drinking in our room. But pretty much we like left TwitchCon and then we had to quickly go home and change and like Uber to the party. Like the whole weekend we were like back and forth. We had not really any filler time. It was so busy. Monorail, yeah. I've heard the monorails was pretty like, it was a pretty good option for commuting, but we didn't take any buses or monorail. We just pretty much walked everywhere. Oh, is John here? Hi, John. Sorry I missed your message. Hello, if you're still here. Yeah, I don't think I'd really care to go back to Vegas. But yeah, that was the one night where I got pretty, you know, pretty drunk, I guess you could say. I was about to say tipsy, but I was pretty drunk. I don't really remember the end of the night. And then we'd see people around the convention on the Saturday and Sunday, and Brandon was like, "Oh, we met them at the party," and I was like, "We did?" So, oh, it was so funny. But yeah, that was the only night really where we drank pretty heavy. Yeah, there were so many people with like the sashes that were like bachelorette, the bride to be. Like there were so many things like that going on. $20 for the cup, yeah. Such a scam. What would happen to you? Would I see you, or would you be like on a molecular level? Like, would I be able to see you with the human eye? Or would I not be aware of you? I would try to like scoop you out and like put you in the grass or something, I think. So I wouldn't try to eat you for sure. Until you have an affirmative price, yeah. Trust me, I'm like beating myself up over it. But it was so fast, like we pretty much walked up and like within like seconds we were gone with our drinks. We should have denied them, but we were like, shit, she got us good. Take the L. We were pretty good with our money for the most part, so we were like, that's one really bad purchase and never again. It was really hard to be confrontational in the moment. She got us really good. It was all so quick. It was so quick. And I heard scooping. Oh, there was a first-time chatter. Yeah, if you don't have context, you're probably like, what are you talking about? The first-time chatter. B, 41. That was too many B's, but a lot of B's, 41. If I was a tiny person trapped in your bowl of cereal, what would happen to me? But yeah, okay, so yeah, so we got in the Wednesday. It was pretty early in the day, so we settled into our hotel, roamed the strip, got kind of familiar with everything, went to bed pretty early after traveling. Then the Friday, the day before TwitchCon, yeah, we honestly could have like easily cut 2 days off our trip. Like we were so ready to go home by the end of it, and it just spent so much money on food and stuff. But yeah, Friday we went and picked up our Twitch badges, because you could pick them up a day early, and the convention center outside was like it was just so busy. And it was so funny because I don't know if you guys saw my tweet. I could pull it up. But on the first night, there was like someone walking by who kind of just had the vibe of a big streamer. Like they were like filming, and they had a fun hairstyle, and they were like really loud and confident. And I was like, I feel like that's a big streamer. So I went on Twitch after the fact, because someone walked right by us with a camera, and they were like, oh, thanks for the subs or whatever. Like they were obviously streaming. And we were like, wow, we would be like dead center in that stream. So I went on Twitch and I literally searched hashtag TwitchCon, and it was like the first one that popped up, and we got caught in like this big stream. It was like probably 1,000 or 2,000 viewers, and just Brandon and I walking by at badge pickup, and we thought that was so crazy. And then over the weekend, so many people were streaming. We probably got caught in so many streams. There was this one girl who kind of like, she was streaming at the TwitchCon party. I think she was an IRL streamer. We found her stream after too, and we have a clip of us in the back. But she was like, she looked kind of drunk, and she was kind of like dancing with like her boobs out and stuff at the TwitchCon party. And she put the camera basically like right in front of Brandon and I, and we're just in the back like and then she walked away. But yeah, we got caught in the back of so many streams just like goofing. It was funny. With a big wall where people were drawing on it. I did not see that, no. Stream sniping. Yeah, we probably got caught in so many streams. It was crazy. Hoping to see you somewhere. And the thing is, I didn't really know any of the streamers aside from the 2 we found. Yeah, I don't know. You throw the whole cereal away? True, because then there could be like a little person infestation. It was a big venue. I'm so happy I got to meet Cheebs and PointCrow. PointCrow was my #1. He's like my top 3 favorite big streamers are PointCrow, What If Julia, and Cheebs. But like Eric, PointCrow will always just have like, you know, a special place in my heart because he's like the reason I found my way to Twitch, and I've been watching his streams for years. And I just think Eric is so funny. He's like probably my top big streamer. I was so over. I was like, I can die happy now that I met PointCrow. But I was really hoping to bump into What If Julia. What if Julia was there? And I saw so many people getting photos with her around the venue. And I told myself, I was like, I've been shy this whole trip, but if I see her, I have to like go up and ask her for a photo. And I never saw her, which is okay. Maybe at like a future con. But there was also a Jario meetup at like a restaurant or something. So Jario, because like Julian, Jason, I don't know if you guys know these streamers. Julian, Jason, I'm forgetting someone. So Julia, Julian, Jason, is it just those 3? Play like Mario Party on stream a lot, so they call it like Jario. And they had like kind of like a meetup, but it was so far from us, and it would have been so expensive. And then I never saw her at the con, so I'm like, damn, I kind of wish I just went to that because they had like a public meetup in a place before I think the con started. But that's okay. She seems so sweet. I've been watching Julia for years. I would have loved to meet Julia. PointCrow, you guys, I was really anxious to meet PointCrow. I was so nervous for my meet and greets on Friday. Cheeps, I wasn't as nervous because, you know, it's just like, it's meeting like a girl. It felt very like casual, and I knew she was gonna be so sweet because she's so sweet in her streams. And we're like similar ages, and it just felt like, it felt a bit more casual. It was just kind of like 2 friends talking with each other is the vibe I got from the Cheeps meetup. I wasn't as nervous going into it, but I was so nervous for the Eric meetup because he's like on such a big level. Like millions of YouTube subs, like thousands of Twitch views. Like PointCrow is huge, and it was such a big, like, he only had an hour slot and such a big line of people meeting him, and we were pretty close to the front. We got to both our meet and greets early, and I swear, like, ever since I signed up for the PointCrow meet and greet, like all month, I'm kind of almost in my head, like, it was so funny. I was like kind of almost rehearsing what I wanted to like say to him, and then you go and you're face to face, and you just start word vomiting. I didn't even say half the things I wanted to say to him, and I was so like flustered. I was like kind of like stumbling over my words, and you could probably tell I was so flustered. And I didn't notice how much time was going on. He was very nice. I'm sure he was flattered, but I didn't even realize how much time was going on. And I was talking to the point where his team had to kind of like rush me. I was like, damn, I'm gonna get every second with PointCrow. But I was like so flustered, you guys. I was just like gassing him up, and then his team kind of had to like I was like, damn, I'm such a PointCrow fan, you guys. I was like talking his fucking ear off. Get your money's worth. And I met his mods in the line too, some of his mods. I recognized their Twitch handles like right away, and I was like, oh, I recognize like your Twitch handles. We must like watch mutual streams. And then they started talking about it, and I was like, oh my god, you guys, I was like, you guys have met him before? Because they were kind of talking about him as if he's like a friend, and they were like, oh, we're his mods. And I was like, oh my god, that's where I recognize the Twitch handles from. And then his mods are really sweet. Obviously it's not like his whole mod team, but it was really sweet. It was like 4 or 5 girls, and we all followed each other. And they said if you talk in his chat, we'll remember you. So I think, especially like coming fresh from the con, everyone I kind of interacted with there, I'm trying to like catch their first streams and like sub to them and say hi, just to like, I don't know, I'm sure he doesn't remember me, but I guess just to leave a good impression. But the mods said they'd remember me. But yeah, it was crazy. I'll pull it up in case any of you guys don't follow me on Instagram. But yeah, PointCrow was my first meet and greet. It was my first meet and greet on the Friday. Pretty much, I think I said the main things I wanted to say to him. But there were definitely a lot of things where I walked away and I was like, shoot, I didn't even mention this to him. But it was good though, because it was like it was kind of flowing. It was like a conversation. It was just kind of like, it wasn't pre-calculated. Like I kind of just said what was on my mind, which is probably how you want it to go. Talk in his chat, be one of them. I should. His chat is so fast, but his mods were like, he's actually pretty good at reading it. Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I've heard it's fun, but it's like, it doesn't really appeal to me too much from what I've seen of it. I'm not crazy about like platformer types of games. And just with my backlog, I'm kind of like avoiding buying new games right now in general. But maybe one day I'll play it. I'd rather play Paper Mario Thousand Year Door first. Hi Trixie, the TwinklyTor is here. But then I was so like, I just felt so jealous of partners because I saw, I think like 2 like partner mutuals who I follow who had like pictures with Eric in the partner lounge, and I was like, damn, that would have been so casual to just kind of walk up to him, and you have no time limit on how long you can talk, and it would flow a bit more naturally. And damn, I was like, I really wish I was partner. Damn. But yeah, I would have loved to meet Julia. I didn't meet Amaranth. I saw her so many times. And we walked by her meet and greet. I'm pretty sure she had 2 meet and greets, one on Friday and one on Sunday. And the Sunday one, was it Saturday or Sunday? I think it was Sunday. It was like in a very public area, so we just walked by it like a few times just based on where it was located. And she had so many signs taped on the back of her meet and greet, like, I will step on you. It's and we saw everyone, girls and guys, were going up to her, bowing on their knees to their queen, and she was taking photos and she would like step on them. It was like, it was so fucking on brand. She's tiny. She's gotta be like 5'1", 5'2". And we saw her walking, she walked by us at one point. She's really tiny. She's really tiny. That was a wild thing, seeing streamers and just kind of not really knowing what their height is like over the internet, and then you see them in person. Chris Melberger, I don't know if you guys keep up with like the Neat Dude Twitch community. But I walked by Chris Melberger a lot. I would have loved to stop him and get a photo, but you know, he's a busy guy. He has lots of friends. He was always in a group, and I just like didn't want to bother anyone. But he's fucking tall. Dude had to be like 6'2" at least. And I was like in his streams, like, you know, he's just kind of there playing Fortnite or whatever. I was like, I thought he was kind of a tiny guy, but he was tall. Honestly though, I would too if I met her, but I don't really know much about her. Just to chat with PointCrow, you guys, I'm such a big PointCrow like fan. I didn't even know. We saw they had like big shows that they did in the main theater pretty much all 3 days. Like, I don't know if you guys saw my stories. They did huge shows with like Hassan, Amaranth, XQC was on stage. They did like huge shows. Like, I saw so many big streamers live in that sense. I didn't know though, I think it was early Sunday morning, PointCrow was in a show called like Kitchen League. I saw it because Snow retweeted it, where PointCrow was like dancing on stage. I was like, fuck, I wish I saw that live. But yeah, I didn't even realize he was like in an event. But yeah, it was fun. We watched Twitch Rivals a lot, which looks so fun. But yeah, I'll show you guys my meet and greet photos. I'm like on cloud 9. Like, the fact that I'm at PointCrow, you guys don't even know how much of a PointCrow fan I am. I was like, I literally feel like I can die happy because I met Eric. I don't know. I remember when I booked we've been booked for TwitchCon since like, even before TwitchCon was announced. We booked it as soon as it was announced in Vegas. We booked like our whole Vegas itinerary back in February. I've been ready for like TwitchCon for like the whole year. And I remember in my streams at this, like almost a year ago, I was like, damn, what if I see PointCrow? Not even knowing he was gonna have a meet and greet. Like, it was in the back of my mind since I like decided to go to TwitchCon. And he was so nice. He was so nice. He has a genuine smile. He has such an infectious personality. And obviously it's like why he's so successful. Like, he's just like a joy to watch. And just like talking to him, I was like just so giddy and smiling. He's such a nice guy. I feel like my meet and greets went perfect, except for the fact that I talked to PointCrow too much. I should have said, oh, I don't want to keep you, we should take a photo, instead of his team having to kind of rush me, because I was like, damn, I was probably kind of annoying to him. But I was like, you know, he had a whole line behind me, I'm sure, you know, they had to rush through everyone. I'm sure it wasn't just me. And that's the thing, I was so in my head about my meet and greets, but to you, it's like, it's such a big deal. To them, it's like 2 seconds, you know? So I was trying to remind myself, I'm sure, you know, he doesn't care as much as I care. But yeah, I feel like my meet and greets went perfect. I was so anxious, but Brandon was there for like emotional support because you had a +1, which was nice. It's all good, yeah. I'm sure they get it. I'm sure they get it. But yeah, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, these are on my Twitch photos. So this was day 1. I got my photo with the pog. And the thing is, it was so hot. You guys, it was so funny. I love this outfit so much. Unironically, in my day-to-day life, this is one of my go-to like outfits if I'm trying to have like a cute day. Like these pants, this shirt combo is chef's kiss, right? It's very like, it's very my aesthetic, right? You got the brown tones. And it's so cute because this shirt is one of my favorite shirts and it says best day ever. And then I met 2 of my favorite streamers and it was the best day ever. And I wasn't even planning, it was just like so perfect. Such a cute outfit, right? And I was dedicated. It was like 35 degrees day 1 of TwitchCon. I think that's equivalent to like 95 to 100 Fahrenheit. I heard people talking about in their streams. It was fucking hot. And I was dying walking to the convention, but I was like, I need to wear my my cutest outfit. I'm gonna suck it up for day 1 for my meet and greet days, and then I'm wearing shorts for the rest of the trip. And it was so nice because one of the first things Cheap said to me, I'm sure like PointCrow doesn't care about, you know, outfits and stuff, but Cheeps, one of the first things she said to me, she's like, I love your outfit, it's so cute. And I was like, thank you, I love it too, but it's so hot. It was, talking to Cheeps was so sweet. It really just felt like kind of meeting like a girlfriend. Like, she was so sweet. Like, I feel like if I feel like I have always felt drawn to her. I don't know if any of you guys watch Sheebs, but she's been one of my favorite streamers for years. But I would always lurk. Like, she's a comfy like background streamer. But I feel like I was always drawn to her because I feel like I see a lot of myself in her personality, and like our humor is very similar. Just obviously she's like wildly successful, and I'm like maybe if I'm even a sliver like her, I'd be like the Walmart version of her, you know? But I feel like our personalities are kind of similar, so meeting felt very like natural. And I was like, if this was a world where she was also a small streamer and it wasn't in a meet and greet setting, like we were kind of like on an even level, I would have totally been like, oh my god, girl, what are you doing for the rest of the weekend? Let's exchange numbers and stuff. But obviously that wasn't the context. Like, it was a meet and greet, she's way above me and stuff, so that would be creepy and like crossing boundaries. But I'm like, just like our vibe, I was like, I feel like if you weren't a big streamer, we could totally be friends. But she was so sweet. But I'm jumping ahead of myself. Okay. Oh, you guys! I can't like not look at this picture and just not smile. I met PointCrow. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Damn, he is so like genuine. He had such an infectious personality. Oh, you are so nice, Mimi. And that's the thing. You guys. So Eric is so nice. I told you guys I was kind of word vomiting. Like, I feel like I just in my mind had so much I like wanted to say to him, and I just didn't even have a filter. I just kept going. And I think he saw I was like kind of like flustered and like stuff. It was so nice. He kind of like, he didn't interrupt me, but he kind of chimed in at one point when I was just like hyping him up, and he asked me, he saw I was affiliate, and he started asking me about my streams, which was so sweet. And I always do this. It's such a bad habit, even outside of like a Twitch setting. But I just instantly like had this, what's the word? I had this like instant reaction to just like downplay myself, which I feel like I do in like a day-to-day setting too. Anytime anyone's like turns the attention on me, I like downplay myself, which is like something I've always struggled with. But he started asking me about my streams, and I should have just owned it, but instantly I was like, oh yeah, but I'm like so small, it's like very casual, and I just started downplaying myself. But it was so nice that he like asked me, and he kind of shifted the conversation to me. But then we kind of got on the topic of like Nintendo and Zelda, and it was so nice because I was like just talking about him, and then he kind of like started talking about me a bit, which was so nice. So nice. Oh, Mimi, that is so sweet. That is so sweet. For your business cards, the way I was literally telling myself in my head, I was like, if the opportunity comes up, I'm gonna give PointCrow my business card. And I could have even made a joke about it, like, no, I won't be offended if you throw it out, but here's my business card. Like, if I had more time, there's so many like funny jokes I could have cracked with him and stuff. But it was just so fast paced, like it just ended like that. I told him I 100%ed Breath of the Wild. So pretty much, if I were to walk you through the whole meet and greet, we were close to the front of the line. There were two twin girls in front of me. You guys, this might not mean anything unless you guys are kind of like involved in his community, but I feel like it's a meme in his community to like play Nintendogs. I don't know how to explain the context, but like anytime there's a Nintendo Direct, it's always kind of a meme for him to be like, give us Nintendogs. And I think he tried like a Nintendog speedrun, and he always jokes about like Nintendogs. It's like just like a funny, I think, like inside joke in his community. And there are two girls in front of me who had Nintendog copies, and they got him to sign it. And then they all took photos with him, and he fucking loved it. I feel like he appreciates jokes like that. And then they were like holding the Nintendo dogs down, and I was one of the next ones in line, and I just kind of yelled, I was like, you gotta hold up the game, represent. And he liked it. He was like, yeah. And then I went up, and my heart was beating so fast. I was so nervous to meet him. I don't know what his demographic really is. I feel like it's a pretty good mix of girls and guys. I feel like the line was a lot of girls, actually. A lot of dudes too. But Brandon and I were there together, and I think he originally thought like Brandon was there for him. So he kind of like was turned to like Brandon. Because I was just kind of there and like quiet and smiley. And it was so nice. It was like such a bro moment. Brandon, it was like such a formal, like Brandon and Eric shook hands, and he's like, hey man, I'm Brandon. He's like, I'm Eric. And they like had a bro shake, and I was like, dude, that's fucking cute. And then he was like kind of like looking at Brandon, and then Brandon was like, listen man, I like your streams, but like she's the fan, like she's the one you want to be talking to. And he kind of turned to me and he's like, oh hi. And then that's when I just fucking started going. I was like, dude, I was probably seemed like such a fangirl. I probably annoyed him, but I really told myself, I was like, I need to just be chill. And I just like started word vomiting, but I think he appreciated it. But I was like, Eric, dude, I'm like such a big fan. I've been like watching your streams for years. And I told him, I was like, you're the reason I found Twitch. I had no idea what Twitch was. And I used to love your Breath of the Wild challenge videos on YouTube. And then I wanted to watch you live, so I made a Twitch account, and you kind of started it all for me. And he like got so flattered. He's like, that's so nice to hear. Thank you. And then from there, I was just getting kind of flustered. I'm like, I love your streams. And and that's kind of when he's like shifted it to me, and he was like, oh, like, do you like streaming? What do you stream? And that's how I started kind of downplaying myself. So I was like, oh, I'm very small, very casual. He's like, what do you stream? I was like, I really like Nintendo. Zelda's my favorite. And he was like, and we started talking about Zelda a bit, and he was like, Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom? And I was like, both. I was like, I 100%ed Breath of the Wild, and I'm 100%ing Tears of the Kingdom. He's like, right now? And I was like, yeah, right now. And then we started talking about like, I was like, oh, I also like Mario and Pokemon and all that. And he asked me, he was like, oh, are you gonna play Mario Wonder or something? I'm trying to remember the conversation. Something like that. And I was like, I don't know, but dude, you should play the 1,000-Year Door. It's so good. It's so random, but I just like got, I don't know. I told him, I was like, dude, you've got to stream the 1,000-Year Door. I didn't even think about it. But he was like, oh yeah, it looks good. Oh man. And then from there, it was so funny because it clicked right in my mind. There was like a little like what do you call it, like dead quiet space, like the conversation kind of stopped flowing for like 2 seconds. Dead space, I guess you could say. I don't know the term, but it was like quiet, dead air. Yeah. Dead space is a game. Dead air for 2 seconds, and then I was about to audibly say, oh, I don't want to keep you, like, let's take a photo, which I think would have been like so much better if I initiated it. But I don't know if his team like kind of gave him a look or something, but he's like, okay, let's get a photo. Like he had to kind of cut it off, but he was really nice about it. And the funny thing is, you guys, so this was our first one, but I also wanted a goofy photo with him. So we took this, and then I was like, let's chuck up the deuces. So then we both went like that. Guys, I told PointCrow to chuck up the deuces. But he was so chill. And then Brandon's like watched his streams with me over the years, so he hopped in the photo. Also, if you guys are wondering, because I feel like it's a meme in Eric's community, everyone's like always bothering him about being short, and he's like, no, I'm 6'something. He was a small guy. He was a short king. Brandon is like 5'11". I'm like 5'5". He's got to be at like 5'7". He's like a little short king. He's so awesome. He's a short king. But he was so genuine though. Like you can't help but smile when talking to him. He has such an infectious personality, and he was so smiley and like so friendly. And I thought it was so nice he like asked me about my streams, because I was just talking about him, and he was like shifting the attention to the people meeting him too, which was so nice. Oh, Maddie, thank you, Maddie. I hope you're doing well. Oh, it was so good. I felt kind of like disappointed in myself, because I don't know, I feel like I hyped it up so much in my head and I got so much out of it, but I was like really kicking myself in the butt, because I was like, damn, I wish I was partnered and I wish I had more Twitch friends. And I just really hyped it up in my head for like the level I'm at. And then now looking back at it, I'm like, objectively, I think I got like the most out of it I possibly could have. I'm so happy I met PointCrow. I've been such a fan for years. And then I met Abby. She was in line because she came to talk to like the mods who were behind me. And then she just walked by. I was like, hi, Abby. And she waved at me because she's like in a lot of his streams, so I know of her too. But yeah, his whole team was up there with him. And then when they were kind of like guiding me to like walk off, Abby was like, okay, you go this way. And I was like, wait, Abby, can I get a photo with you too? I'm an Abby fan. And then we took a couple photos. And she was so sweet. Oh, and there's Cheeves. But yeah, it was like, dude, I was like on a high after this. I was so happy. Oh my gosh, yeah, Sandwich and Andre. I walked by them so many times, but oh, you weren't here, Maddie, but I was talking about at the start of the stream. I'm kind of disappointed in myself because I was so shy over the weekend. I walked by so many streamers I would have loved to get photos with, and I just felt so annoying and I didn't want to bother anyone. But we walked by Nandre and Sam a couple of times, and I would kind of like whisper to Brandon, I'm like, I know those streamers, they're so cool. And I kept telling Brandon, I was like, Sam is so pretty. You guys, she's so pretty. If you guys watch Sam's streams, you know she's so pretty. But in person, I just kept saying it. I'm like, oh my god, she's so fucking pretty, because she's so pretty. But yeah, we walked by them a couple of times. Sam and Nandre were kind of hanging out like the whole weekend. You would have loved to see them. You hope you get to someday. You definitely will. You definitely will. And I know they're so chill, so it's like, I don't think they'd be annoyed by anyone asking them for a photo. But I was just, I didn't want to bug anyone. Which is happy because I was so nervous for my meet and greets leading up to them, but I'm happy I had them, because if I just saw them, Cheebs or Eric around the convention, I would have been so shy. And I wouldn't have bugged them. So this kind of forced me out of my comfort zone. And the meet and greets were like the highlights of the trip for me. We stand a short king, yeah. Sorry, I'm just like rambling. So I'm gonna scroll up and chat a bit. But that was my Eric meet and greet situation. It was so quick, but I thought that was so nice. I was just he could tell I was flustered, and I was just kind of like hyping him up. And then he started asking me about my streams, and I instantly like downplayed myself. And I was like, oh, I'm so small, it's nothing. But it was so nice for him to like shift the attention to me for a moment. Like he was a really nice fucking guy. But yeah, I told him, I was like, I 100% of Breath of the Wild, now Tears of the Kingdom. And we kind of talked about like Zelda a little bit. That pic is going on the fridge. This pic is going everywhere. I should tattoo this on my arm. No, I'm kidding. That's a little much, but like, dude, this is like one of my favorite pictures ever in my life. But yeah, he was so fucking nice. That smile though, yeah, he's such a genuine guy. Do you know Cheebs Chrome? Oh, I love that. I feel like when I talk about Cheebs on my stream a lot, because she's not like huge like PointCrow. She's a big streamer. She's a Twitch ambassador. She's got around like 50,000 followers. Like she's definitely up there, but she's not like on PointCrow's level. So I feel like sometimes when I talk about her on stream, a lot of people say they don't know her. If you guys don't follow Cheebs though, she is like worth giving a follow to. She is probably one of my favorite content creators. She's so sweet. But Where was I even going with that? I don't even know where I was going with that, but yeah, I have no idea what I was gonna say. But yeah, I met Cheeves and PointCrow. They were both so awesome. Yeah, Cheeves was so sweet. And then we saw she had a panel on the Saturday. So we went and watched. It was like an hour, and she was kind of talking about like growing your community and stuff. So we just kind of went to watch and to like support. And it was like it was J-Rock and another streamer, I forget their name, but they were just kind of talking about like building a community and growing on Twitch. And then it was just a day after the meet and greet, so afterwards we just kind of like walked up and we were like, hi, thanks for your time, and we waved, and she remembered me and she was like, oh, thanks so much for coming. And then I saw her kind of like around the convention for the rest of the weekend, but I didn't stop and talk to her beyond that, because you know, I don't want to like bug big streamers too much. They probably have their own stuff they've got to do. But people remember the tone of your voice and your expressions. Yeah. Abby was so sweet. She followed me on Twitter. I will not be offended if she unfollows me, but it was so sweet because I was tagging everyone who I met in like posts and photos and stuff, and she followed me on Twitter. Eric has not liked any of my photos, but it's okay. He's a big popular guy. He's a busy guy. I didn't expect him to. I don't even know if he saw them. But I think when I see him live, I'm gonna like, he always has TTS on. I'm just gonna sub and I'll be like, Eric, I met you at your meet and greet. You were so nice. And maybe he'll recognize my Twitch handle. He met so many people, so it's like unlikely, but he got a good look at my card, so he might remember it. I don't expect him to like follow me, and you know, but I just want to sub and say, Eric, I met you, and then, you know, show support. But yeah, I like this alone made the trip like worth it for me. Like I'm so happy I met him. Like this is if I had to choose any streamer to meet, it would have been him. Like always. Oh, Crow, you were so nice. Damn. But yeah, it was so fun. It was so fun. I hope one day I can go back at like a bigger level. It was really inspiring. It was good motivation because I was like, damn, this would be so fun if I was partnered. So it definitely kind of inspired me in a way I haven't really been with streaming in a long time, which I'm excited for. But yeah, that's how I found out about Sam and Nandre, because when Eric had his subathon and they were a big part of it, and I think Eric like flew them out to do like some subathon games with him. Oh, that's another thing I said to him, and Brandon kind of chimed in because that's how Brandon figured out about PointCrow. When he was doing his big subathon, this was probably like a year ago. I think it lasted like a month or almost a month or something. And PointCrow subathon never left our like living room TV. And it kind of became a part of our daily routine to just like watch the subathon. And we told him at one point, we were like, dude, when your subathon never left our living room TV. It was on all the time and we'd always watch. And he loved it. I told him, I was like, I swear sometimes I'd be going to bed to you playing Peggle, and I'd wake up and have my coffee and you'd be playing Subnautica or something. And he like loved it. He's like, dude, that's amazing. And he was like, he loved it. I have best day ever. That's amazing. I was so sweet. Abby was so sweet too. Abby was so sweet. So even if they're big streamers, they're just people. That's so true. No better than you. Oh, Maddie. That is so sweet. I really appreciate that. Thank you for saying that. I kept trying to remind myself that too. I'm like, at the end of the day, they're just like, you know, they're just people who like video games and streaming and got successful with it. And I'm like, they're not these big celebrities. Like, they're just people who are happy to be in the place that they're in. And I'm like, I was trying to remind myself, I'm like, you know, I need to stop downplaying myself, because at the end of the day, they're just people. And I felt, if I could change anything about my meet and greet, I wish I didn't like downplay myself so much, because it was so nice. He started like asking me about like my streams, and right away I was like, oh, like I'm small, I hardly stream, and I was just like really downplaying myself. I don't think it would have made a difference if I just owned it. I don't think he would have gone and followed me. But like, damn, I always put myself down so much. If I could have changed anything, I wish I was a bit more like confident in that sense. But yeah, that was so nice of him to ask. That was so nice. And then the second day, I think I went to the washroom, and then Brandon was just waiting in the hallway for me. And when I came out, he was like, "Oh, Eric just walked by," but he was so hidden. Like he had like a hood up and baggy clothes. And I was like, "Were you sure it's him?" And we just met him the day before. He was like, "Yeah, it was definitely him," but he looked like he didn't want to be bothered. And like he said, Abby was with him, and stuff. So I think he was kind of roaming the convention, but I think he, understandably so. I think outside of his meet and greet and outside of the partner lounge, I think he didn't really, like, you know, he probably would have had a pretty big crowd, so I think he tried to be kind of like incognito. But yeah, other than the meet and greet, I didn't really see him. Probably feel that way about themselves too. That's true. Who have more. That's true, that's true. And at the end of the day, you know, it's like we're all just kind of, everyone just kind of went on the platform out of like common interests, and then, you know, I feel like Eric is so humble. Like, you always hear him talk about how he's so grateful for the position he's in, so I'm sure it's kind of surreal for him to like meet people and be in his position too. I know, I was like really, I was so flustered, and I just like was really hyping him up, and then when I left I was like, gosh, that was probably annoying because he is just a dude at the end of the day. Yeah, I tend to go incognito. In terms of like really big streamers walking around, yeah, Amaranth was walking around a little bit, and some people were like following her and taking photos. We saw Ludwig. I don't have photos on like Instagram of like some of the big streamers I saw, but we saw Ludwig out in the open, and he had a freaking line of people meeting him, which is probably like pretty annoying when you're at that level. I don't know, actually. It's like, if you kind of go out in the open, then they're probably pretty open to it, and I'm sure it's flattering. But yeah, we saw Ludwig. Cutie Cinderella had a meet and greet, and she also had a panel on day 3, but we didn't go to any of it just because we were so busy. But it would have been cool to see Cutie. Oh, actually, oh no, I lied. One of the days we saw Twitch Rivals, she was doing Twitch Rivals, so I saw her like live doing like the games and stuff. It's hard to find that balance. That's so true. And it's funny because it's got to be so like bizarre to big streamers in the sense that like if PointCrow was like walking around and going to the grocery store, he's probably not getting stopped because like how many people out in everyday society are like big Twitch watchers? Not that many. But in a setting like TwitchCon where it's like dedicated to like, you know, to that, it's like they probably, you know, it's like a flip of a switch. It's like people treat them like they're like a celebrity. So it's probably just really at like conventions and stuff where they get noticed like that. But yeah, I tried. I didn't want to bug two big streamers too much. I felt like they probably just wanted to do their own thing. But S-Fan walked by us a few times, and he was in some of the events too. But he was kind of roaming out in the open a lot. Living through your pics. It would have been so fun to meet you. If you go to FutureCon and I go, we've definitely got to meet and stuff. It was fun though. I saw some mutuals, but I was too shy to introduce myself. But then day 3, Megan and I arranged to meet each other, and then Megan and I met up with Jen very briefly. We just got some photos. So the only, like, I guess you could say, like, mutuals I met were Megan and Jen. But it was so sweet to meet them, even though it was really quick. The must-meet list for me. Me too. Me too. I want to see if I can find, photos around the convention. Yeah, we walked by Amaranth a couple of times. I was so shocked by how tiny she was. You really don't know watching people. But yeah, when we were waiting, like, it's probably not gonna focus well, but yeah, PointCrow when we were like at the front of the line. Yeah, I got a lot of photos with him. You guys probably won't be able to make it out, but Ludwig is there. He had like a baseball cap on, and he had a huge line forming to like get photos with him because he was just sort of out in the open, because Ludwig is a huge streamer too. Yeah, so he had like a huge line of people trying to get photos with him and meet him, which was kind of cool. I didn't see Cutie Cinderella with him though, but let's see. Let's see. Oh, after Twinkly Drinklies. So my Area 15 photos. You guys, this was the night I got lit. We were meeting random people. I actually followed him, his Twitch hit, and he followed me back with the flamingo hat. This dude was so tall, like 6'7", 6'8" or something. And we were talking to him for so long. But yeah, his Twitch handle is taller than you too. And I got so many like drunk selfies with random people at Area 15. I was just roaming, handing my business cards out. Like, that was the only night I was not shy. We were like, we got like so many random selfies at Area 15. Oh man. You guys, I was so lit on Friday night. I was just going around taking selfies with everyone. That was the only night. Drinks were so expensive there. That was the only night I got lit. But it was funny though, because we had 4 hours at Area 15 for the Twitch party. And all like Eric had it on his badge, Cheeps had it on her badge, but I think all big streamers, at least I imagine if you're involved in like a panel or a meet and greet, I think they had the party included. I don't think they had to pay for it. But yeah, we did Omega Mart for probably an hour and a bit, and then we rushed out because I was like, dude, like fucking PointCrow's probably here. Like, I want to go party with, and I was drunk, so I was being really obnoxious, but I was like, let's go find like the big streamers and party with them. And then so we rushed out of Omega Mart. None of the big streamers ended up going. I think a lot of them did their own thing, like Sam and Nandre and Cheeves went to like a Neat Dude event somewhere else on the strip, and I think like all streamers just did their own thing Friday night. And I was like, damn, if I knew that, we would have stayed. We could have easily stayed in Omega Mart the whole 4 hours. But yeah, PointCrow, Cheeves, none of them ended up going to the Twitch party, but it was fun. But yeah, I was definitely lit. This is the night where I handed out like all my business cards and where I met the most people and followed the most people. I was just going around taking selfies. I was saying I should have pre-drank. No, I shouldn't have. I would have been annoying. But I was like, with how shy I was, damn, I should have like had a drink every morning before the convention just so I'd be confident to meet people. Because I was going up to parters and I was like going up to randoms. I was like, can I take a picture of your badge? Let's take a selfie. What's your Twitch handle? And I was literally so lit. Friday night was fun. Oh my god. I was so lit. Oh my god. But yeah, it was fun. So that was Friday night. In terms of like streams we were in the back of, yeah, so this is a girl, we found her stream after the fact, but she just, let me see, she came up and started streaming right in front of us, so we found it afterwards, but she was just, I think she's, sorry, the ring light, she's like an IRL streamer, and I think she was just kind of talking to her chat, dancing, and Brandon and I were literally right behind her. So, and we were pretty drunk, so I think we just started like fist bumping and then she walked away. I want to see if I can find it. But we were like, damn, we got in the back of some big streams. And I'm like so drunk, I'm like laying down. Oh man. It was fun. But yeah, it was funny. Our everything. I know, me like chucking up the deuces. Oh god. I want to see if I could find the photos I have of Amaranth. Yeah, so her meet and greet was like in a pretty public area. So she had, you guys can't see it with my webcam quality, but there's pictures behind her that I'm guessing people gave to her. Oh god, the quality's so bad. But it says, I will step on you. Or I guess she probably put that up. And then we saw her taking photos of people and she was like stepping on them and stuff. Yeah, I will step on you. I might not, it's not gonna focus. It's not gonna focus. It's I will step on you, and people are going up to her and like bowing and stuff. But yeah, I think those are pretty much all the photos I have. I guess I didn't go over my Cheeps meet and greet. I can talk about that a little bit. the twinkly cards, like the booba cards on the strip. Oh, the funny thing was, oh, there was one time where I put my it was funny, we were joking about it at the end of the trip because I didn't give like any of my business cards away. So I was like, I should just put them around the strip and put them in secret areas for people to find them. But there was one night where like we grabbed one of like the like stripper cards just to kind of see what it says and stuff. And then I was like, wait, a card for a card. And then I put my card in the fence and then it was gone the next day. So I'm like, whether someone threw it out or like actually took it is, you know, anyone's guess. But I had a photo of it, but I just kind of put my card on the strip, like with all the stripper cards, which was kind of cute. And then it was gone when we walked by the next day. Not really good to focus, but yeah, it's not gonna focus. But I just put my card in like the little slit on the fence. The booba cards, yeah. Oh, the booba cards. It's crazy. You just pick up cards and they're like, there's full nude booba on it. You want to make me and Andre friends so bad. He's such a funny guy. I'm like, I could see us vibing. I follow him, but I've like never once spoken in his chat. I could have even walked up to him and be like, dude, you know Maddie, I know Maddie. But I don't know. Just because I don't really watch his streams, I feel like I'd have nothing to say. I should have went up to him. I saw also Blizz. I think his name is Blizzbear a lot. Blizz. He was hanging with Sam and Nandre a lot. I saw a lot of people get photos with him. I was too shy. Ah, damn, it would have been cool. I'll vouch for you. I should. And he's such a nice guy. I feel like I had this fear in my mind. Again, this is me like putting them on a pedestal when they're just people, but I feel like I had this fear in my mind that if I went up to a big streamer and I was like, oh, I like your streams, can I get a photo? I was so scared they'd be like, no, I'm busy. No, go away, you scum of the earth affiliate. But that's just like 100% like me in my head making the worst case scenario. When all of them would have been like so nice and, you know, they're probably so happy to meet me and chat and take a photo. I was just, that's one regret I have. I'm like this outside of streams and stuff too, so I should have expected it, but I was so shy to meet people. Blizz, I don't even remember Blizz being in the Twitch Bachelor thing. Oh, I don't even think I knew of Blizz when I watched that. Damn, yeah, Blizz was in that. Yeah, shit, I forgot about that. But it's all love. Blizz is so nice. And they're all such like nice, genuine streamers. Like, they would have been so nice, I'm sure, if I went up to them. You got out first round. Fuck, that's so funny. That's so funny. But you guys, now, after all my however many years of like memeing about like, you guys, PointCrow. I love PointCrow. I can tell people I met PointCrow. I have a photo as proof. Met Abby. She was so sweet. I think Abby appreciated that I wanted like a photo with her, because it was like everyone was there for Eric, and then she was kind of just trying to guide me of where to go, and I was like, can I get an Abby photo? And she was so sweet about it. But I think I said something to her. I was like, because it was such a big loud lineup, and I was like, this must be crazy. And she was so nonchalant. She was like, oh, this is like always, like, she's probably so used to like everyone wanting to meet Eric. Hi, Sammy. They're normal people. That's so true. Affiliate friends too. That's so true. It's not like, it's not a numbers game. Like, people are, you know, people are friends with people of all different levels and stuff. And I get so in my head about it. If I go to another TwitchCon, I have to really work on that. Well, I don't know what happened to my... When I try to show photos, my camera gets so weird. Why is the lighting so funky right now? I'm sorry, you guys. It's very scuffed. Logitech, fix yourself. But yeah, this is Abby. If you guys don't follow PointCrow, she's like his manager, and they're roommates and stuff. So she's kind of like one of the main people behind the scenes of like his content planning and stuff. And I think they're like besties. Come on, Logitech. Girl, why is you doing this? I feel like the lighting is so funky, you guys. I also don't really stream at night often, so I'm like, I don't know how to fix my lighting. This is the best it's gonna be. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry, you guys. That's so true. Nandre is like, obviously he's a big streamer, but compared to all of them, I think he sits around like 16K, right? So it just goes to show, you know, and they're all so nice. It's like they don't care about numbers. Like they're just kind of friends with people they vibe with, and you know. And they were roommates. And then Cheebs. So I don't know how many of you guys follow Cheebs, formerly Chilbo Baggins. But I've been watching her for years, and she was so sweet. So it honestly felt like I wasn't as nervous to meet her, just because it was like, you know, it's just like meeting a girl, and girls are so sweet and like perfect always. But yeah, pretty much I like walked up to her. It was so funny because the first thing, I'm glad she didn't like take it the wrong way or anything. She was so sweet about it, but it just kind of like came out of me. But the first thing I said to her, I was like, "Can I have a hug?" And she was so sweet about it. I think I just felt comfortable because she was like a girl. And it was funny though, because when I met PointCrow, I think one of the first thoughts I had when I first like walked up to him in line was, I was like, "Can I hug you, Eric?" And I was like, that probably would have been like weird. Like he wasn't hugging anyone, you know, he's a dude. Not that dudes can't hug, but I was like, it just feels a bit more like casual with like a girl, you know? So I like stopped myself from like asking Eric that. But I asked Cheebs, and she was so sweet about it. I was like, "Can I have a hug?" And then it was so casual. Oh, there's Megan! But it was so casual. Like, we just started. The first thing she said, she's like, "I love your outfit." And then we started talking about like, I was like, "Thank you. I love it too. But it's like so hot outside, so I'm dying." Like, you guys can see if you zoom in. I was such a sweaty bitch. I've got that upper lip sweat, man. I was so sweaty. But it was so hot. It's okay. We're in Vegas. Everyone was sweaty. But where was I going with that? I was sweaty. Where was I going with that? Oh yeah, and I was like, I told her, I was like, "I'm from Canada, so I'm like not used to this desert heat." And she's like, "Oh, what part of Canada?" And I was like, "Oh, we're from Ontario, like the Toronto area." And I was like, "It's not as pretty, like we don't have mountains or anything, but it's not bad." And she's like, "Oh, Toronto area is still nice." And I was like, "Yeah, we've got like some lakes and stuff. I'd love to visit like the west coast of Canada one day." And then I don't know, it was very quick. It was just, whereas with Eric, I was like so sort of like in awe that I was just word vomiting. With Cheebs, it was very much like a nice two-way conversation. And it just felt very casual, like two girls just chatting. And then yeah, we got some photos, and then yeah, it was very quick. But she was so sweet. And then yeah, I kind of saw her on the convention a bit afterwards, like at her panel and stuff, and she definitely remembered me. And then I'm like pretty active in her Discord. I met a lot of her community, so we were like kind of talking in a TwitchCon chat. So yeah, she was kind of like chatting with us through Discord throughout the weekend as well. But she was so sweet. She was very sweet. But yeah, I was not as nervous to meet Cheebs, but she was like, I was so happy after. I was very giddy after meeting both her and Eric, because Cheebs has been like one of my favorite streamers for a long time. But yeah, as far as like my big meet and greets, I just had those two. And then Megan and I met on one of the last days. Megan, hi, you're still here. Thank you. I'm just like going over my entire TwitchCon experience. I hope you guys don't mind. I don't even know if we're gonna game today, but I'm just on cloud 9. But Megan and I met. It was so nice. We took some photos. We roamed a bit. We watched a bit of a speed run, and it was so cute. And I have Megan, I have your sticker, and I have your business card. But it was so cute. Oh, and then so sweet, Megan. You connected me with we happened to walk by one of the leaders of the Women's Guild, because Twitch had a lot of big announcements, a lot of big stuff they're implementing in the upcoming months, and they're opening like the Twitch guilds to affiliates. And I, again, with me like always putting myself down, I'm like, oh, I don't think I'd get accepted. Like, I don't want to put myself out there. And Megan was so sweet. She was like, you'd be so good for it. You should apply. And then we bumped into one of the guild leaders, and I scanned like her barcode, and she was like, you should apply. And she gave me like a woman's guild pin and stuff. Yeah, affiliates can be guild members now. I don't know much about the guilds, but I think it would be really cool. I should. Oh, you're also sweet. It's such a bad habit. I need to I need to be more confident. And I was talking to Megan about it. I was like, honestly, like, what's the worst thing if I put myself out there and apply? Like, you know, even if you don't get it, it's a cool opportunity. Like, why not go for it, right? Do it? I should. That's cool. Thank you, Belly. But yeah, so we met Coco. She was very sweet. Yeah, so cute. It was very special to meet Megan because, you know, Megan, we met in like, gosh, like my early stream days before you even streamed. Like when I was playing Harvest Moon GameCube, we met. So it was like, it felt like kind of like meeting someone for the first time, but also like a longtime friend. And just, you know, it was very sweet. A wonderful life. Never hurts to apply, right? And even if I don't get it, it's like, it's a cool opportunity. Gosh, the lighting, you guys. Over it. But yeah, then we met up with Jen in the loot cave, and it was so quick. Jen was like busy, and we all kind of went our separate ways after this. But we quickly got a photo with Jen, which was very sweet. Because again, Jen and I have also known each other for years, so it was cute to meet in person. And we got a quick photo. The nails, stunning. Oh, thank you. These are they're so grown out. My nails from when I was in the Bahamas at the start of the month. Did not even get them filled in or anything, but they're still holding up. Yeah, we met Jen. So cute. I think I saw her around after that too. I think we were watching like the same speed run after the fact. But yeah, very, very fun. Always try again. That's so true. That's so true. I love you lots. You too. You too. But I'm gonna skim up a bit because I've been chatting a lot. I want to see what y'all are saying. Yeah, Vegas was so hot. Coming from like nice cozy fall weather to like mid 30s Celsius, mid 90s Fahrenheit was crazy. I packed like some long pants, and aside from like my day one at the con, I was in shorts and tank tops the whole week. It was so hot. But I found the inside of the convention was actually pretty cold. But out anywhere else was so hot. It was a really good time. If anything, I feel like I've had a lot of like, I guess you could say kind of Twitch burnout over the years. Like I'm not really streaming as much. I'm not on the platform as much as I was in my early days. Not meeting people and connecting with people as much. I feel like it kind of like reawoke my love for streaming. Like it reminded me of why I loved and why I started. I was talking to people about this at the con, but with it being like my first con. And I'm sure if you guys haven't been to like TwitchCon, you probably understand this to some extent, but it almost feels like you have your real life and then you have like your little internet bubble with like your like friends who like gaming, and like Twitch is a whole world of its own. And very odd, like rarely do the two worlds collide, I guess you could say. And it was so it was just so wild being at a con because you see like these thousands of people who are kind of in the same shoes as you. And it's like a crossover from like real life to Twitch, and you're like, wow, this is wild, like seeing this many people, and like this platform means so much to them, and it's not just on the internet. Like it was very bizarre, but like very refreshing in that sense. It was like a nice mix of like internet world and Twitch and real world, if that makes sense. You're like, wow, these are actually like real people, you know? Which is, it might sound weird the way I'm explaining it, but it just felt very much like two worlds kind of like colliding, and it was really cool. Aw, Megan. Streaming is so much fun. Like, yeah, I feel like also a big part of that is because, like a lot of my growth has slowed down over the years and stuff. And I know it's not all about numbers and stuff, but I feel like it's hard to sometimes have that not get in your head when you see like a decline in your stats. And I think that contributed to a lot of my burnout. Like I was just putting myself down a lot. But it was really inspiring and motivating to be in that space, like around people who are like also love gaming and streaming. So even, you know, even if nothing comes out of it, I don't know, it kind of helped me like find my love of streaming again, I think. It's wild to see, and it was crazy. It was such a busy convention, and I had to keep reminding myself this is such a small portion of like Twitch. These are just people making the trip out to the con. And it was still hard to like kind of like fathom how busy it was and how big it was. But yeah, it was really cool. Learning how to ride the lows, everyone has them, and that it's okay to take a step back when you need to. That's so true. That's so true. And it, you know, it's such a saturated space. I think it's I think for me something I struggle with, but I definitely got better with when I scrapped my my Twitch schedule and like turned my viewer count off and kind of started viewing it more as like a hobby instead of like trying to make it big. I feel like kind of an unhealthy mindset I had before making all those changes was that how do I even put this into words? It was like attaching a lack of growth or like a decline in growth to self-worth. Like it's I think every streamer at one point or another has definitely dealt with this. I think it sort of just comes with it, no, regardless of what level you're at. But it's like if you aren't performing as well as you're used to, it's so easy to blame yourself as opposed to like external factors and just say, oh, I'm uninteresting, no one cares to watch me, I shouldn't be doing this. And I think everyone probably experiences that, and I used to get so in my head about that. And then I find kind of like shifting my mindset to like viewing it more as a hobby, and like getting rid of my schedule was kind of good for my mental health, even though it hindered my growth a bit and stuff. But yeah, I don't know, it's, yeah, I don't know. I think that's a big part, just not attaching your self-worth to it. It's like there's so many external factors to like growing and all that. So I think going to TwitchCon was kind of a nice wake-up call. It's like all these people come out who just like love gaming and like love the culture and love the community of it, and it just kind of at its core like made me appreciate streaming again, you know, and not be so fixated on like trying to reach certain milestones and stuff like that. Aw, thank you. And that's what it's about. Like, sometimes when I get in my head, I'm like, I've met so many amazing people through Twitch, and like people who show up and chat, or like I go to their streams and we chat in their streams. It's like, you're all like my favorite people ever, and it's like, that's what it's about. Like, I think that was my biggest takeaway from the con. It's like, people were meeting up with so many friends, and then I saw Jen and I saw Megan, and I think that was the biggest takeaway. It wasn't like, oh, I want to like grow, I want to be the biggest streamer. It was like, I really want to try to get more active in chats, put myself out there again, and like make friends, because I think that was the biggest thing. I like felt kind of like lonely, like I didn't have too many people to meet. And I remember in my early stream days, I was like, it was so fun. I was always like meeting new streamers and like talking to people in chats, and I haven't really been involved in that side of Twitch. And that was my biggest takeaway. I was like, I kind of want to like make friends with people. But even just like everyone here, it's always such a good time. Thank you, Mimi. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It was a really cool experience. It was expensive. Like, it was cool to see once. I don't know. Unless I had more of a plan and like people to meet and stuff, I don't know if it'd be worth it for me to go again. It was just a lot of money to like go kind of like as an affiliate without like having to pay everything out of pocket. Because I think when you're at a bigger level, like all the streamers I meet, like when you're doing panels and like you're a part of the events and stuff, none of these streamers are really like paying to go. I think most big streamers usually have like some of their expenses covered, or could at least like write it off and stuff. At my level, like paying for everything out of pocket, I was like, it's cool to see, but it was like, it was expensive. So unless it was a bit more worth it for me in terms of like, I don't know, if I was a bit bigger, I think it'd be worth it to go in the future. But for now, it was cool to see once. Networking event, not as much as I thought it was. I think that's one of the reasons I was really expecting to go into TwitchCon. Yeah, Matt, I was really expecting to go into TwitchCon, like networking, following people, giving out my business cards, and there was none of that. Like, it's a majority of people in the same shoes as you, kind of like little streamers hoping to maybe meet people and grow. So everyone kind of sticks to themselves, I found, for the most part. Yeah, there wasn't really, I didn't see a whole lot of networking going on really much at all. it was more so to just go and like just enjoy kind of the booths and the panels and maybe like the odd meet and greet. But yeah, it wasn't really as much of like a networking event per se as, you know, I kind of thought it'd be in my head. Everyone was kind of just going and like enjoying it, doing their own thing. Oh, for sure, for sure. Thank you, Megan. You too. I'm happy you experienced it too. Yeah, I was like kind of on the fence about going to TwitchCon for the longest time because I was like, again, it was like me kind of getting in my head, and I'm like, in terms of like my, you know, how active I am on Twitch these days and like my average viewership, I'm like, it's probably the year where I'm performing like the worst compared to past years. But like, I don't even care. I was like, Twitch has been such a big part of my life for like so long, and it like means so much to me, so I want to go experience it, and I'm happy I did. I'm happy I pushed myself to go. No one's gonna do it for you. Oh yeah, for sure. And again, I think at my level, I got the most out of it that I could have. Like, I met some people, I was happy with it. I didn't spend the whole convention trying to like network with people. And if you want to, yeah, if you put yourself out there, you definitely can. But just going and like enjoying it, you know, it was fun. I'm so nervous to approach people. Yeah, something like PAX. I don't really know much about PAX. It's kind of like a gaming convention, right? I don't know if I'd care to travel necessarily for something that wasn't TwitchCon. I don't know though. I feel like PAX would still be cool to see. And I know PAX isn't really too far from me. It's just a bit over the border. I don't know. It would be cool. It was fun. Nice. Yeah, I feel like I just love Twitch so much. I don't know if I would care to like to go to a con that wasn't TwitchCon, if that makes sense. But my mind could definitely change on that. Like if an opportunity came up, or like I knew people who were going, maybe. But yeah, I feel like if I were to go to another con, I would probably just save and try to go to TwitchCon again. Maybe someday. It would be cool to see. It would be cool to see. But yeah, it was a really cool experience. I'm happy I got to go. I'm happy I got to go. You guys, my Tears of the Kingdom grinding is going pretty good. On my flight there, I only played for it was like, I think about 4-hour flight, 4.5-hour flight both ways. On the way there, I only played for probably like half an hour, 45 minutes, because you know you're going on like a big trip and you're kind of excited and stuff. So I snoozed for some of the flight, and I just wasn't really in a gaming mood. On the way home though, because it was kind of, we were flying like overnight, and then the plane had the lights off and it was really quiet. I gamed literally from the moment I got on the plane to like pretty much when we landed. I was going hard with the Koroks and stuff. I was dedicated. So my Tears of the Kingdom grinding is pretty good. But yeah, if anyone's wondering, I don't even know if we'll play today. I would like to. Again, I have an all-nighter tomorrow. So the later I can stay up tonight, it's probably going to be in my best interest, so I might try to do an all-nighter stream if y'all are down. You guys don't have to join me, but I'm probably going to switch to Zelda at some point, I'm thinking tonight. And I can show you guys my progress. I didn't have my spreadsheets and stuff, so I couldn't really update or cross-reference, but I got a lot done. Meet up at PAX. That'd be cool. Yeah, oh, well, that was just like me, Matt. I'm like, if I was more active as a chatter and kind of on Twitch, I think I'd be a bit more comfortable putting myself out there. But I was like, I saw so many streamers who I've been following for a while who have no idea who I am. So I was like, it wouldn't feel mutual in that sense. The funniest thing though, I haven't seen her live yet, but I'm gonna have to talk in her streams when I do. I don't know if any of you follow like Pharaoh. She's kind of in the Animal Crossing like community. But yeah, she's like partnered, and I think she has her own stream team and stuff. Her name's Pharaoh, but her Twitch handle is Pharaoh. And I've been following her like for a couple of years, I think, just through like, she's kind of in the cozy community, I guess you could say. But I've never once chatted in her streams. I just kind of would sometimes watch in the background. And I knew she was from like the Toronto area, so I was like, oh, I wonder if I'll see any streamers I know like flying out of Toronto or like anything like that. because it's a pretty big airport, right? But I was like, what are the, even literally on the car ride to the airport, I was like, what are the chances, right? And then literally in my fucking plane row, you guys, this streamer I've been like following for a couple years, I wasn't positive, but I was like 99% sure, sits down in my fucking plane row. It was like me and Brandon at the window seat here, and then her and her fiance on the window seat on the other side. And I told Brandon, I was like, I'm like 99% sure that's like a streamer I follow. And again, I was like, I'm so shy, and I just lurk that I've never talked in her chat. But we were mutuals on Twitter, like we followed each other on Twitter. And then I posted my little like plane selfie with Brandon because I'm like going to TwitchCon just for funsies. And then she tweeted me back. She's like, "Are you on my fucking plane?" or something like that. And I was like, "Oh my god, that's fucking her." And I was like, "Girl, I think I'm in your fucking row." And then when we were like, and then I didn't have Wi-Fi on the plane, but when we were exiting off the plane, we looked at each other and we were like, "Hi." And then they waited for me once they got off the plane, and we like properly introduced ourselves, and I'm like, "Girl, what are the chances?" And I was like, "I've been like following you for a bit, but like I always lurk." And then we were kind of like walking and talking in the airport a bit, and then we saw each other at the TwitchCon party and kind of like around throughout the week. But it was like, I was like, what are the chances? I'm like, here I am like nervous to network and meet people, and the universe is gonna put a streamer I follow in my fucking plane row. Like the universe is like, bitch, you are going to fucking get out of your comfort zone. Before I even like leave the Toronto airport, I saw a streamer I knew. You saw this? She's so sweet. She's so sweet. We didn't like talk a whole lot because she has her own friends there and stuff. But yeah, and then I think so her fiance is also Brandon, and you guys know my boyfriend's Brandon. And when we were kind of like talking at the TwitchCon party, I think the Brandons were bonding and over RuneScape and stuff, which was like kind of cute. But yeah, I haven't seen her live yet, but I think we were both kind of drunk on the Friday night at Area 15, and I think we were talking, and I'm like, I'm so shy in chats, and she was like, say hi. So I'm just like, when I see her live, I think it will be a funny moment. But RuneScape, I know, it was so fucking it was so fucking cute. But like, dude, what are the chances? I understand like on your flight is one thing, but in your row on the plane, like right beside you, basically a streamer that you know, like the universe was like, I'm gonna get you out of your comfort zone. I will force you to meet people. It was funny. Yeah, she was so sweet though. She was so sweet. So I've been lurking in her streams for a couple years. So now like there's just so many streamers that I think just because I like could put like a face to them, I guess you could say, I think I'll be more comfortable kind of like getting involved in their communities, which was definitely a big takeaway for me because I struggle with like feeling shy in Twitch chats. Wanted to prep you for the con. It really did. It really did. I can be brave for friend. You were so sweet. Come find you. But yeah, it was a really cool experience. I'm still kind of like, I have a mix of like post-con blues and just feeling like I'm on a high. Like again, kind of like disappointed with myself because I'm like, I feel like I hyped it up so much in my head, and I was like, this is gonna change my life. I'm gonna become besties with all these big streamers, and I like really set my expectations way too high. And now looking back at it, I'm like, I'm so thankful for that experience. I think I got the most out of that I could have, and it's just my own head that kind of disappointed me, if that makes sense. But I feel like a mix of like, I wish there was like more I could have gotten out of it, and then I feel like there's everything I got out of it that I could have. I don't know if that makes sense. Big shy, me too. Yeah, I really struggled with like trying to amp myself up to approach people. See what's going on. That's true, that's true. That's very true. And even just going as like, just casually and just enjoying it for what it was completely worth it. It was worth it just for my meet and greets, honestly. Really? And that's the thing, I really wanted to go to some panels where it was they had like a woman's meetup, and there were so many like meetup panels that I think would be like a good environment to that's actually kind of meant for like networking, I guess. And then it was just so many of the good things were overlapping at the same time that I just missed so many things I wanted to go to. It was hard to kind of keep track of like what was going on at any given moment. Yeah, that was like me. We spent so much time just kind of roaming and like watching like the events in the theater and the rivals and like just roaming the convention that I missed like so many of the things I wanted to do and see. Yeah, honestly. And then we went bright and early for Friday, but we were so tired that for like it was such an exhausting weekend that we like slept in a bit Saturday, Sunday, and we went to the con a bit late. Because it's really tiring. It's like 3 full days, you know? And then you're going back to your hotel and kind of doing your own thing on top of that. Yeah, it was really tiring. I would love to go again. There were so many cool booths and like panels that I would have liked to see. There was one thing I would have really liked to do, and I kind of regret not doing it, but there was like this big section of just like computers and like webcams and headphones, and there was like a line and you could just go log in and stream from TwitchCon, and I think it would have been so cool to have that as a VOD, like just pop in and like stream and chat with you guys for like an hour or something, and you have like the Twitch background and stuff. And I wanted to do that, and I saw on the last day there wasn't a lineup, and I could have just walked in and done it. But the thing is, just because also I went with Brandon, and like I didn't want to just kind of like leave him in the dust, you know? I was so thankful that he even came to like TwitchCon with me, because he's not really like involved in the Twitch community at all, so I was so grateful for that. So I just kind of like, you know, stuck with him the whole weekend. I didn't want to kind of like do anything streamer related and like not involve him, you know? But that would have been cool to stream from TwitchCon. Yeah, that was like me. I think if I went again, I would definitely plan it out a bit better. I was kind of bummed I missed like the Julia meetup, because I like kind of knew about it, but not really. And then there was also on the Sunday, I believe it was, there was like a unofficial but official TwitchCon after party that I think so many people went to that looked really fun. Like there were Twitch DJs playing, and I saw so many people posting stories of it. And it was like it was official, but it was more so like people knew about it from word of mouth. I think it was hosted by the Women's Guild. And then we were kind of just like bored on the Sunday night, and then I saw people's stories after the fact, and I'm like, I wish I knew about this and we could have gone. But yeah, I was like not on top of keeping track of like events and stuff going on. It was a lot to keep track of. So I think if I went again, I would try to be more on top of that. Whew, but yeah, that's my TwitchCon experience. Oh, also, did I show you guys my TwitchCon bottle? I think I did. I almost lost this in the airport. And this hoodie and the bottle were pretty expensive. I mean, they weren't outrageous, but it was like, it wasn't cheap, right? But I was like, I really want like Twitch merch. But when we came back to the Toronto airport, we were so tired. It was like not 3 in the morning. We got to London at 3 in the morning. When we got to Toronto, it was basically like midnight. And at the Toronto airport, when you're like arriving, you have to like go through a kiosk and scan your like passport and say, did you bring any goods back, etc. So I had my bottle on the floor, and then we just were walking through baggage for another like 10-15 minutes, and I was like, shit, where's my Twitch bottle? And then I had to run back and like and go to security. I was like, can I go back? I forgot my bottle. And I'm so lucky. If it was like another 10 minutes and we had like left the airport, I would have been lost forever. My nice Twitch bottle. So I almost lost my bottle. $80 and only spent $4. That's so nice. Oh, did we gamble? Oh, we gambled a bit. We did some gamba. Not much though, actually, just for fun on our last day. So we had to, our flight was like later in the day. It was like 4:30, and you know, we had to check out of our hotel by 11. So we basically had like all our luggage with us in the airport, and we were just kind of chilling for a bit before we caught an Uber to the airport. And we were like, the one time we're gonna gamble. So I think in total, I think Brandon put like $30 in, and we were just kind of hitting some buttons. And there was one point where he was up like $6. But then he pressed a button, it said bet it all, and he didn't think it was finalized. He thought it would give you another option, but he just did bet it all, and then he like lost it all. And he was like, shit, I shouldn't have done that. I was like, yeah, you should have claimed your $6. But so no, we gambled once together on like one machine, and we lost like $30. It's crazy though, people, gosh, it's crazy, the gambling culture in Vegas. Everywhere you go there are slot machines, and it's we lost that money in the span of probably 5 minutes, just like $30 American, just like that. And we were just shocked. We were like, damn, people sit at these like machines all day, probably bet thousands of dollars. Like, it's so easy to sink money on it. But no, there was one point we were up, we just went on one machine, we were up 6 something, and then we lost it all. A little bit of gamba for a treat, yeah, just for funsies, just to say we did it. Cheaper than the drinks, yeah. I'm like, shit, that's still more money than we spent on the rum and cokes. I will never live that down. I'm gonna tell everyone that I spent like almost $100 on 2 rum and cokes. I can't wrap my head around that. I will never see a more expensive drink in my life, I think. And she got us so good. I felt like I couldn't like have backed out at that point. Damn, that was stressful. That was so stressful. Should I play Zelda? I kind of, maybe it's just because of the music playing right now, but I kind of feel like I could play Animal Crossing. But I'm also in that like 100% grind mentality, you know? Animal Crossing! I'm like, damn, Animal Crossing kind of sounds like a vibe right now, doesn't it? Like cozy late night vibes. I don't even know. I could do both. I'm gonna try to pull an all-nighter. But yeah, I'm so happy I met PointCrow, you guys. Like, I'm so happy. How crazy. You played yesterday. Oh, I haven't caught up on any messages yet, but I was glancing at like our Discord. And I know you and Snow had like a cute little Animal Crossing moment. Like, you toured her island, right? I'm so determined to finish my island one day. I have never finished my first island, and it is so cute, but I'm not even close to being done. Animal Crossing's on my backlog wheel because I bought the DLC and I've hardly touched it. I feel like I could get so much more out of that game. You did? That is so cute. Oh my god. That is so cute. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that VOD. You joined her on her stream? Yeah, and you guys had a cute little Discord call moment and stuff, right? Oh, I really have to pee. I might step away for a moment and go to the washroom. That is so nice. Go pee. Go piss, girl. I should. And then I should think about what game I want to play. I feel like I want to play Zelda, but I could go grab Animal Crossing just in case and maybe switch over at some point. But yeah, that is so cute. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I really like this chat box. We can see how we feel about it over time, and if we feel like maybe it's a bit too busy or too much in the way, I can go back to a classic chat box. But I really like the bubble chat. I think it's really cute. I think this might be our new chat going forward. The little Animal Crossing one? Oh, the Animal Crossing chat box. I think this is it. It said, when I was setting it up, it said Animal Crossing bubbles. Unless I could actually be wrong about that, but it said Animal Crossing bubbles. So maybe it's a different one? Like, I could pull it up, but I think it's called Animal Crossing bubbles or something. I don't even know. I could be wrong about that. It's similar? Okay. That's so cute. Oh my god. And I like how it has like the pronouns and the different colors and stuff. You could set your villager. Dude, that is so cute. Wait. Oh, I gotta click this. Oh! That is so cute. Okay, so I think it's by the same person. Yeah, by Zaytree. Zatri is Zaytree. Yeah, that's definitely that's who made this extension. So I think they made both of them. Wow, the Animal Crossing one is so cute. Okay, yeah, you can definitely see the little Animal Crossing touches as opposed to mine. That is so cute. Oh, I love Animal Crossing. For someone who hasn't played it in so long, I love Animal Crossing. It's so cute. It's so cute. Yeah, I could definitely try that in the future. I really like the bubbles though. I think I'm gonna keep it. It's so cute. Look at my bubbles! I know, Animal Crossing is just one of those games that will never get old. It's always gonna be so good. They're so cute. I really like it. I think it's just kind of like, it's just nice, you know? It's just has a bit more personality than like a standard chat box, I think. And seeing like the pronouns and seeing them pop in and pop out is just very cute. You do love them? I do too. I just hope it's not too in the way when we do gameplay. But I don't think so. It's like the whole center of the screen is open. I do think I like it. Pronouns are inclusive. I think so too. Because I feel like unless you have the Google Chrome, like the pronoun extension, then you see them in chat, but like hardly anyone sees that unless you actually get the extension yourself. So I think it's a cute way for like everyone to see people's pronouns, you know? Very inclusive, yeah. Which I think is important. Okay. Truthfully, oh, I could play Animal Crossing, but I think I might just play Zelda. We gamer girls. Hell yeah. You guys, I'm at PointCrow. I'm so happy. The whole weekend, I just kept... It could be like days after the fact. Not even on the topic of conversation. I would just go to Brand, I'd be like, I'm at PointCrow! And I would just look through the photos. I'd be like, I'm at PointCrow. Like, when I think about it, I'm like, that did not happen. He was so nice. He was a real one. He was such a homie. Damn. Wanting to restart Tears of the Kingdom? It's crazy to me how like... Well, it's understandable because like I feel like it's a very small percentage of people that, for a game that big especially, that go for like a 100% file. So, you know, the game's been out for basically like half a year. Everyone's kind of had their time with it. But when I think about how big the game was back in May when it was released, and now if you look at the Tears of the Kingdom category on Twitch, it's like everyone's done with it. I can't tell you the last time I saw someone I was following stream it. Like, I really genuinely, out of the people I follow, I'm the only one who's still playing it. Which makes sense, because like it's not a super long game. Most people just kind of do a casual playthrough of the main story. But it's crazy how quick a game kind of comes and goes. Like, I feel like I didn't have enough time to like appreciate it. Like, the hype died so quick with it. You rushed through it a bit. That's okay. You could always go back and do a second playthrough for sure. But yeah, I'm like... And of course, people are going to be playing it for years to come. Like, I feel like Breath of the Wild is still poppin', you know? But when you look at the Tears of the Kingdom category, it's only really like a couple hundred people on all of Twitch streaming it at a time. It's like almost up there. It's almost at the same like viewer number as Breath of the Wild. It's like people had their time with it, and then just like the hype surrounding Tears of the Kingdom died off pretty quick, I feel like. And I feel like I'm still like kind of riding my like Tears of the Kingdom wave. And I'm, you know, and I feel like people are kind of over it, you know. How games are on Twitch, yeah. And I follow so many people who've rotated through so many games since then. Which is like not bad at all. It's like I'm grinding Tears of the Kingdom off stream so I can get my backlog rolling. So I get it. I'm there with everyone. Because it's like, you know, the same thing can get stale over time. But it's crazy. I just remember the hype leading up to that game, and then it just comes and goes. It's kind of wild. Gotta head out. Matt, thanks for hanging. Of course, of course. If you ever want like to chat one-on-one, kind of more about like if TwitchCon and like what it was like, and if you have any questions about it, feel free to shoot me a message as well. Jen! Oh my god, Jen, you are so cool. It was so nice to meet you. You are so sweet. I'm so happy we got to meet quickly and get a photo. It was so cool meeting Jen and Megan, because again, it's like you're meeting someone in person for the first time, but I was like, I feel like these are friends I've known for years, because they kind of are in a way. Like you know someone like really well over Twitch over time, I find. So it felt like very natural meeting Jen and Megan. Known you for 3 years, yeah, it was just like meeting a friend. It felt so natural, I know. And we were so busy, it was so quick, but like I'm glad we all had a little moment. Also, I think everyone here does, but if anyone, for whatever reason, doesn't follow Megan or Jen, I showed my photos with them. Please go follow them. They're wonderful content creators. But yeah, no, it was so fun. And for pretty much the whole con, I didn't meet anyone, so I felt really good leaving on the Sunday. I was like, I met Megan and Jen. I met a couple of Twitch friends, because I was so shy to meet people the whole week. So it was nice to have those interactions. Like, I really appreciated them. Good. It was so sweet. Most people rush through it and put it down. Yeah, and here I am, like, I'm still editing so much, like, offline. I'm editing and breaking down all of my Tears of the Kingdom content and, like, recycling through my playthrough and, like, making highlights and TikToks and shorts, and I'm like, people are so over like Tears of the Kingdom, and I'm like, all my content is centered around that right now, which is fun though, because it's like it's still, I'm having so much fun with it. So I'm like, at the end of the day, just make what you post what you want, you know. But I'm like, I feel like people are so over Tears of the Kingdom right now. But yeah, 100% will be a grind, so I'm like getting pretty serious about grinding off stream, because it's such a big game. Because it would be fun to get my backlog rolling, but I love Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom so much. I'm like so determined to go for 100%. It's so fun to me. You love them? Thank you. You guys, I'm like truly the queen of recycling content. I make my highlight videos on YouTube, and then I just go through them and cut them down like 1 minute increments, and I just turn them into shorts. I'm truly the queen of editing content. But it's great though, like it works out, because like my last Tears of the Kingdom video I posted, my part 2 highlights, I was really proud of that edit, and I like took so long editing it. It was so many funny memes in there and stuff, and I think it's only sitting at like 70 something views, which is fine, but compared to like my channel average, it's like it's really performing on the lower end. But I'm posting all my Tears of the Kingdom shorts, and some of them will get like 10,000, 1,000 here, 2,000 there. I'm like, and it's the same content, just in vertical short form. So work smarter, not harder, truly. And as someone who streams so rarely and works 2 jobs, I'm like so on top of recycling content. I will take a stream and post it, highlights, VOD, TikTok, short. Like I got a pretty good system going. That's how you do it though. It's so true. It's so true. I think that when I first started kind of like posting content outside of Twitch, I was like I feel like most people probably go through this, but I was very awkward with like what I was doing and like the best approach. And now I think, for me anyway, it's gonna be different for everyone, but I feel like I've got like a good kind of like system that I follow that I think works with me. Like I'll have a VOD, and when I get to it, I'll take my time highlighting it, and then I'll go through the highlight and I'll cut it up into little shorts, and then I'll make it in little sections that flow, and then I'll post that shit everywhere. And then it's kind of like, you know, it's good because I feel like short form content, the hope is that it kind of brings people to your long form content, and that if people kind of enjoy your long form content, then they'll come to your live streams, and you just hope it kind of all connects in the end. And even at my small level, I feel like there's been a decent amount of times where we've had people in chat like, oh, I found you from like your YouTube video or from your VODs channel. So it's like, over time, it's good to get yourself on different platforms, I think. takes so much time. It does. So it kind of sucks when like posting a video and it's like you spend so much time on it and if it doesn't perform well. But I'm like, dude, I go back and I love my edits. I go back and watch my YouTube videos all the time. So I'm like, it's even cool to have it up there just for me. It's like, I feel like you really have to enjoy it though. I don't know. I feel like editing would suck if you didn't enjoy the process. Like I find a lot of joy in editing. Sometimes you have to be in the right headspace. It can be annoying and tedious and like frustrating if you're kind of working on one project for a long time and if you're stumped with it. But for the most part, I find editing to be like pretty therapeutic. The Hestu edits, I love my Hestu fan cams. I basically have like 3 or 4 Hestu fan cams that are like the exact same but slightly different. Damn. And like I love the CapCut edits, like not from my stream clips but just like the funny templates and then like make a Zelda meme out of it. Because sometimes I'll see like a trending CapCut like template and I'm like, that would be really good with this meme or this Zelda thing. The fan cams are everything. They're so funny. Sometimes I go back and watch like my Groose one or the Ganondorf one and I just like laugh out loud. Oh man. That's fun. Now that I also like work, like one of my 2 jobs is like very chill and I work a lot of quiet overnight shifts, I find like editing is like a very fun thing for me to do to like pass like a quiet 8-hour span at work, you know? Watch all your videos in my sleep to get that view count up. You are so sweet. I'm hoping... I know I'm YouTube partner, but I still have to reach the... If I want to reach like the YouTube threshold where you can actually make money through ads, which I'm not at. So I'm not making anything on YouTube. You have to have the 4,000 watch hours. The 4,000 watch hours and the 1,000 subs. And I'm like, I've never really cared too much about like trying to hit certain goals by certain times, but I'm realizing that if I don't get that, if reach ad eligibility by what's my video that went like semi-viral, the Tears of the Kingdom trailer reaction that has like 60,000 views, that video makes up most of my watch time. So if I like, and your watch time only lasts within a 1-year span, like 365 days or whatever, and it refreshes every day. So if I don't hit the ad threshold by whenever it was posted, like March, I think it'll be March of next year, that I'm gonna lose all my watch hours and I'm gonna have to start from scratch. So I feel so like awkward and kind of icky plugging myself, even though I shouldn't. It's like it's a part of it. But I feel like if March kind of rolls around and I'm like getting kind of close but not quite there, I might be annoying pushing the YouTube, you know, a little bit, like every day, like, comment, subscribe. Otherwise I think I lose like most of my watch hours. Hold my twinkly drinkly. You're like, I will watch them all. And I'm very slow with editing, which doesn't help because I have a lot of shorts, but I don't have a lot of actual like full-length videos. I'm kind of like a perfectionist with those and I take so long editing those, and you know. And then shorts are easy because I just cut it from that, but like that's where the watch hours come from, not from shorts. So I'm like, I need to get more on top of editing proper videos and chill with the shorts a bit, I find. Like if I can go to, I'm pretty close. I hope maybe I can reach it by then. But like if I go to my monetization stuff over here, I just realized I've been on this like this black screen for so long. I don't think there's anything bad showing in here. Nah, I'm pretty close. Like if I want to run ads, this is what I like. It's getting there. She's creeping up. 3,428 watch hours out of 4,000, and I feel like this refreshes every day. Like it takes like 1 year to the date it will like take off. And I'm pretty sure my like viral to Zelda video is like 3,000 or like 2,000 and a half watch hours. So if I don't reach this by the time that video was posted over a year ago, this is going right back down, and it's hard to build up. Like unless you have like a video pop off, this goes up very slowly. So in spring of next year, I might be annoying pushing the YouTube a bit. A slow build, that's true. That's true. I need to get better at that. I honestly have gotten better with it. I used to really fixate on numbers, and now like, I find it interesting to look at stats here and there, but I feel like I used to obsess over them all the time, and every stream I would like beat myself up about like viewers and stuff. And now I'm kind of just chilling. Like, I always keep it off, and I never really look at like my analytics on Twitch or YouTube much. So I'm in a pretty good place with it. But yeah, it can get so unhealthy, I think. It's good to keep up with like general trends, so you kind of know like what to improve on, what works, what doesn't. But like, I find like fixating on numbers and stuff, it really fucked up my like mental health. Do you have a dedicated timer for the YouTube for streams? Can't remember. Push the YouTube every stream. A dedicated timer. Sorry, I don't know if I understand what you mean by that. Dedicated timer for the YouTube for streams. Oh, like if do you mean if I notify YouTube when I stream? Or vice versa? The timer's on slobs? Oh, I don't actually think I do. Which would probably be a good idea. I think I have like a command, but I don't think it's on a timer. And it's I've seen on a lot of chats they have something that's like, oh, please go check out my recent YouTube video. I don't have anything like that. I should. Yeah, I think I need to really like refresh my my auto timers. I think the only thing I have is like, oh, if you're enjoying the content, please follow. But I don't think I have anything for YouTube. It couldn't hurt, that's true. Yeah, like friendly little reminder on a timer in chat, like, hey, recent YouTube video, if you want to see like highlights or whatever. There's many times I'm watching a streamer, I had no idea they have a YouTube channel, and I like ended up watching a lot of their content because they had a little pop-up in chat. It doesn't hurt. Doing YouTube stuff, that's true. Especially now that I'm not streaming that much and that I have a job where I can like work on a lot of offline content. I find that like these days I spend more time on like YouTube stuff and shorts than I do live streaming, like easily without question. Like the hours I put into shorts and stuff versus like the time I'm live on Twitch. So I mean, it wouldn't hurt. Plug yourself. I should. Okay, I really gotta pee. TwinklyTor hours. So I think I'm gonna go pee quickly, and then we'll probably switch to Zelda. Animal Crossing would be fun, but I'm on that 100% grind, so I think it's gonna be Zelda. Go piss, girl. Thank you so much. I will be back. If anyone is still lurking or was here for my TwitchCon recap, thanks so much. I'm gonna switch to some Zelda after my break. So no worries if you want to skedaddle. But I think we're gonna do some Tears of the Kingdom Hundo pee. Just like how I'm gonna go pee. Okay, bye for now. Randy!
Pass the time before Scarlet and Violet smiley face. Tilda sent via thronegifts.com.
Oh my gosh. Randy! Randy, you mad lad! Thank you so much, Randy, for Arceus!
I believe in you. Now, shall we try one more time?
Oh my god! I love him! Wow, I cannot find my farm. What if I'm already there and the music just doesn't change? But I could technically maybe be on my farm? I don't think so. I think the overworld music is different. No, I think it's all the same. Like, for all I know, I'm on my farm. Yeah, maybe I'm on my farm. Were there bits? Thank you for the bits. I really...
Step to getting to your farm is to close out of the menu green B2 way.
You're joking. Am I in the menu? Where's my escape key? Should I peek? What, I can ride her? Ayo? Link can ride on Mineru's construct. That's her name for something. I wish it were me. Damn. Well, God bless the Zonai with such a slutty waist. They've been blessed. You know, God gives the slutty waist to his best creations. Have you seen the Zonai waist? Don't get no. Sorry, this stream just got wild. I'm sorry. Everyone who's lurking is clicking off. Whoa. Crazy shit. Zelda is the moon. Sell that one.
Pro controller for pro gamer less than 3 inches tilde sent via thronegifts.com.
I can't with all the gifts and the generosity. Was that a pro controller? I'm getting spoiled. I'm getting spoiled this month. It's on Twitter now. You guys, I was so happy to reunite with my baby. Evie, she's being so sweet because we've been away for a week. And she's all cuddly today. I miss you, me too. She had a nice week with grandma. With her grandma. She was at my mom's for the week. Evie, baby. I think I just went to pee and she was waiting outside the bathroom door. My baby screaming in the background. You just see her poking up through the plants like a toddler. Pets really are like babies, aren't they? Hi, Ivy. Hi, baby. You don't have to stay if you don't want to. I think she's enjoying her time with Brandon in the living room. Hi. Evie, I love you. Okay, she's gonna leave. I'll close the door again. She's so cute. Her little fluffy butt. I know, her hair grows so quickly. She just got groomed so recently. And she's already fluffing out again. I'm doing well. How are you doing? Oh, it's good to see you. So precious. And I saw that video you posted of, I think it was like today, or it was today or yesterday, of Mara just like on her back, just living the life, just flopped on her back, just like a statue. I'm like, that cat is living her best life. She was just no thoughts, head empty, just sploosh. Sassy cat, the sassy baby. Renix. Did you see my PointCrow photo? I have to make sure everyone knows. I have to make sure everyone knows. Oh my god, PointCrow! I just thought of something so funny. One sec. That's so freaking awesome. I know, I'm literally so happy. It's like, gosh, I'm so happy. Oh, another thing I did not show. Another thing I didn't show. So he posted this. I met and greet so many people. You were all too sweet. And it's like really blurry. But I circled myself. This is me. It's so blurry, but I feel like if you look, you can kind of like make out my face. And this is Brandon. So we were pretty close to the front of the line. The matching drip on her stream. And then the mods were like back here beside me. Like all time Laurel and all of them. But yeah, this is me with my arm up. I was so hyped. Oh, and these are the twins! The Nintendo girls! And I think one of them responded on Twitter or something like, "Thank you for signing my Nintendogs." And I responded to them. I was like, "That's iconic." Discussing them in real time, really? Wanted attention in the video, was acting nonchalant about it. That's so cute. But yeah, this was right when he came out, so we were pretty close to the start of the line. It's so cool. So cool. You love that? Damn. So cool. I wonder if y'all were wearing matching Crocs. That's so cute. We were debating it hard. We were like, should we wear our Crocs? And we were like, oh, honestly, it takes space and luggage because we only did carry-ons, so we had to be careful of what we packed. And we were like, we're gonna be doing so much walking. Let's skip out on the Crocs. And I'm happy we did because I don't know. I don't know if Crocs are just not having their moment in Vegas. Crocs were not as popular there. Or maybe it's because it's Vegas and everyone's trying to wear their best stuff. Not that many people wear Crocs that I saw throughout the whole week. Crocs do be bulky. I know. It would have been such a vibe to wear a matching Crocs. We were heavily debating it. We were heavily debating it, but yeah. It would have even been nice. We didn't even necessarily have to pack it. We could have worn it on the airport and then we would have had them. But like, damn, we skipped out on the Crocs. It would have been cute to have matching Crocs though. They were selling at the Loot Cave. They were selling Twitch Croc charms and I was so close to getting it. I was so close to getting it. Oh my god, some of you guys know me really well. Some of you might know what I'm doing right now. You guys, I feel like some of you might know what I'm doing right now. A Croc moment slay. At night, I don't know anything. Let me change my scene. My head is empty. That's so valid. The people have gotta know. The people have gotta know. Listen, it's not gonna happen, but what if he popped in and lurked? And he's like, are you fucking serious? Where should we go? I'm just gonna like, the way I'm not even gonna delete the scene. Like anytime someone new comes in, I'll be like, hey, I'm at PointCrow, and I'll pull it up. This is actually fucking cute though, guys. Should I just stream like with this on my stream all day, all night? If you didn't think you were a fangirl before. Listen, I'm so cringe, but I am free. Oh yeah, did you guys see? Yeah, Brandon and I wore matching Animal Crossing shirts. Stay tuned. It was so cringe, but it was actually so nice. It was so nice. Oh my gosh, if Snow watches this VOD, she's just gonna see PointCrow. The way I kind of want to like keep it on all stream, but that is like kind of obsessive. Damn. I am cringe, but I am free. The PointCrow stays on stream. I like how it's just right in the middle. Like, where's a good spot, you know? Look at us! Oh my god. Just good vibes, you know? Why does it look so natural? Like, it looks good. Like, it's meant to be there, you know? What if I try something? So it's not too in the way. This is the best thing I think ever. Like, this is my badge of honor. I'm actually gonna like leave that up all stream. Like, the people have to know. I should add in my tags, PointCrow fan. It has to stay. At least just because it's like my first stream from TwitchCon, I'm on this PointCrow high. Like, I think at least for all of today is appropriate. And the VOD watchers have to know. The VOD watchers have to know. I met PointCrow. Damn. They have to know. This is actually like cute as fuck. Just me and my bestie. Just kidding. I just met him for like 3 minutes. If we shout out him, imagine. I don't think he would. I think if he was... No one has to. I could even do it. But I've seen... You don't see it happen too often, but I've seen times where people will like gift subs in their friends' chat to like their favorite streamers. Because you can manually gift a sub. So technically I could say like gift a sub in my own chat to PointCrow, and he would... I don't know if he would check it, but he would get like the Twitch notification for that. Like, you've been gifted a sub to TwinklyTor. And I think you actually get the pop-up if you're on Twitch in that moment. If we shout at him, I'm gonna do it. PointCrow. I don't think he would, no. If anyone doesn't follow PointCrow, this is PointCrow. He doesn't need my shout out. He's like mega. But I love Pokemon. Do you follow PointCrow? Do you follow PointCrow? You might just be like hyping me up because I'm so excited, but you might not even know him. You don't. Dude, he is funny. One thing I did actually want to do. One thing I actually wanted to do. Because, oh shit, that's gonna take hours. I mean, I have the time. If I don't get to Zelda, it's not the end of the world. But, if I go on the Twitch channel, the Twitch channel, because all of TwitchCon was streamed, and I was saying how because I didn't know he was in the Kitchen League event, I was like, I should just react to it live. I saw that.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the official channel.
I saw there was that clip going around of him dancing on Twitter. TwitchCon. Is there a Twitch? If I search TwitchCon, where would it have been? I kind of want to skim through it. Oh, here it is.
PointCrow and Sandwich are the O's are the red peppers. PointCrow and Sandwich are the orange carrots.
Kind of wanted to skim through it because I could have seen this live and I had no idea. I had no idea. I was so bummed about it. I want to PointCrow and Sandwich. This is who we were talking about at the start of stream. I walked by her so many times, Sam and Nandre, and I was too shy to say anything to her because she's so pretty and I'm so intimidated.
The Montoya twins.
I only watched TwinklyTor. Wait, where's Eric? Shit, he's not on this scene. One sec, we gotta fix that.
Mr. Keem and
I gotta represent. I gotta represent.
purple eggplants. Helix and Chubby are the black olives.
Oh, what did I do? We're behind washi tape.
And Chelsea Bites are the
I gotta
yellow
represent.
bananas.
How did you meet Tori?
SG and Technovision are
Mm-mm.
the white mushrooms.
Also, I walked by Gemini Bean, and I was too shy to say hi, even though she's so sweet. But I walked by her on, I think, the Saturday.
Introducing your judges for today's battle.
Small world, so many people went. So many mutuals went. And Pizza Princess! I walked by her too. She was kind of roaming the halls a bit.
And Blind Gamer Steve.
You've been influenced? Just now, if you ever put him on, Mimi, just while you're going about your day, because he streams full time, right? He's live all the time. You'll see why I'm such a PointCrow stan. He's like he's just got a good vibe, you know? He's so fun. But yeah, he does a lot of Pokemon challenges. It was your first stream of hers too? I know, what a small world. I think when you first came in with the raid, I thought you were a part of her community for so long, and then we learned it was just like right then and there.
Give it a spin.
Okay, but I want to see PointCrow.
Even got Ted.
Hell yeah, Eric.
Oh, this is chaos. Trisha, where are you going?
I'm forever grateful. I'm so grateful too. This looks so cute. I wish I saw this live. They had so many fun events in the glitch theater.
How's it going? Good. Okay, the buffet's out of food.
I'm just kind of skipping to. Oh, Coco. This is who I met through Megan.
Yeah, not bad.
Megan connected me with Coco, one of the 2 leaders of the Women's Guild, and I met, and she told me to apply. She was in this. Doesn't know who I am. Oh.
Maybe?
I think when you had your old Twitch handle, the Ella Theory, she definitely would have remembered.
Like in on something. You guys are so.
I even got Ted.
Hell yeah, Eric.
Okay, how do you guys think you did? What's up? You think you
So this was after I met him. This was 2 days after I met him.
weaved? I even got
I met him Friday. This was Sunday morning. I think someone told me.
Okay, how do you guys think you did? What's up? How do you think you did? Oh, I think I did amazing. I dodged, weaved, I even got Ted right in my way, but I dodged him. We're good.
Oh my god, I was so nervous to meet Sam. I should have said hi, but she's so pretty. Pretty people just make me so nervous.
Family.
This mic quality is kind of janky for this event. I think I tried watching this at the airport and I was like, the quality is not really good. PointCrow!
Our judges are gonna announce.
She's so pretty. She's so fucking pretty. And like, I feel like people, like, sometimes you're like, yeah, people look so good in videos and they photograph well. She was so stunning in person too. I was like, damn. I walked by her and I'm like, I'm too shy to ask you for a photo because you were so fucking pretty.
No, don't do it.
But yeah, her and Eric are good friends. Like, she was in a subathon and I walked by her so many times.
Going from
Her and Andre.
going from highest to lowest. Ale Oreo.
Where's that like famous clip that was going around Twitter that Snow shared of him like dancing? And all of the comments I saw on Twitter were like, "Go white boy, go!" And they were like, "Eric's got moves." He was vibing on stage. He did a little dance at some point.
Okay, they're getting.
Like, he's just such a fun guy. Yeah, I kind of want to watch the highlights of this. Oh, people have their shirts off? Okay, something's happening. Yeah, she's so fucking pretty.
What's the hardest part?
Time! Step away from the jello!
The abs. The abs.
Yeah, how cool. Megan introduced me to, where is she? To her! In the yellow shirt. Coco.
Hard to pick them up. It looks heavy. The chopsticks.
I met her. And she told me to apply to Women's Guild. So cool.
So she was a great ramp. She made it happen.
So cool. I just want to go back and watch this because I'm like, I wish I saw Eric's event.
Well,
Did they take a little break?
Obviously, we have two very unique sandwiches here. Congratulations to both teams.
We do.
I would like
this
to
is a
say
tough
that
call.
that might not have been the way.
You know, it definitely love sandwich.
I'm just skipping through to see the PointCrow moments.
Look at this.
Like he's such a cool guy, man.
Winners.
Apply. I should.
A team.
Oh, were they in the
that had
final
2
two?
people on it.
Yeah, she's so pretty, and she was so pretty in person too.
Everyone else.
She's very sweet though. If I asked her for a photo, I'm sure she would have been nice. But
Their sandwich was tall. You follow them. Give it up. Oh.
where's that famous clip of Eric dancing? I gotta find it. I need to see this now.
Is the Jello hard?
That's how I knew there was something. He was on an event on Sunday because I saw Snow shared it, and I was like, I did not see that live.
Okay, whenever you want, get it. 3, 2, 1. Get. Yeah.
I'm such a PointCrow stan. Oh my god.
Good luck.
Oh man, this is gonna be a good one.
This would have been funny to see live. The events in the Glitch Theater were so fun. They had all these big events with all the streamers on stage.
Carrots. No. Wrong.
I'm such a picky eater. I could not do this. I could not have to taste things and guess what they are.
Open them up and just eat the filling. Maybe that would help.
Oh, no, I could not eat mystery food. Hell no.
How do you?
Carrots.
Go, white boy, go!
Wrong.
I don't. It lands. Where it lands.
Oh, Pizza
You
Princess
ready?
is so cute.
Okay.
3.
You'd be good at that? I love that. When we were watching Twitch Rivals, both Brandon and I were like, damn, this looks fun. Like, you had to race on bouncy castles and stuff like that. And then they played party animals against each other. It's like, damn, that would be so fun.
78.
I was like, damn, I wish I was a big streamer so I could be on, like, on the stage or in Twitch Rivals. That would be so fun.
Everyone
Sounds
here,
like
thank you.
fun. It was so
This
fun.
next game is called.
Is this the clip?
I'm gonna need your help counting these buckets. What happened? What piece of print?
What's up?
What do you think you did?
I already saw this. I'm trying to find that clip. I know it's just like 2 seconds, but it's just bugging me now. I'm like, I want to find this clip that was going around Twitter.
It's a lot. Let's see the rest of this. What team are you most concerned about up here?
None of them.
None of them.
Twitch Ninja
Yo,
Warrior.
Yeah. Elix, who you worried? Trisha, let's
My
go. You're the
favorite-
chef.
Green onions.
Yeah, I'm too picky. I could not do this. I would be stressed if I had to eat mystery
You
food.
can do it. You can do it.
I would be so stressed.
Over the Oreo. Knocks Ted back.
This looks so fun. You bump into
Place
bumper
with
carts on
7
toilets?
Points. The purple egg. Advancing forward.
Good to see everyone in the winner circle, maybe?
Damn, yeah, this was a huge theater and they had so many fun events. The shows with like Hassan and Amaranth and stuff were really funny.
So
We've got one that's just going in with the hands and one that's.
I thought. When I saw
Elementary
the
school
Jello come out, I
gym,
wanted to
yeah.
Get a little closer look.
Michael, why don't you pose for us just a little bit?
It really is. Oh, I think this is where the clip is.
That show.
Oh, what's going on with the...
That guy. You spilled your noodles, but your teammate. So the two teams with the most noodles in their bowls get into the club.
Yeah, that's
You're competitive
My
AF.
strategy. Rooms have
I'm not competitive at all. I feel like I would hold my team back because I'd be so chill. But you see the streamers get competitive and it's what makes it entertaining.
Let's go.
I should apply to the Women's Guild. Damn, that'd be fun. You should too! We should both be in the Women's Guild.
chopstick, and you're gonna win.
I just want to skim through this because I missed it.
You guys are
Fucking amazing. I didn't.
chopsticks.
Yes.
You guys are cooking.
I want to find that clip.
Orange carrots, give it up for him, everybody.
With a
This is gonna be
lowest
it.
score of 3, we have purple eggplants.
Oh no.
Wah, wah.
No, there. Yeah, guys, go ahead and sit back there. You did good.
And in second place,
You're scared to apply
to.
to.
11 noodles.
The way we're like so supportive of each other and others, but when it comes to ourselves, we're like, nah, dog.
A little bit.
Okay. Snack God.
Guys, orange carrots and yellow bananas. There's
Oh, I want to find this clip that was going around. Oh, hell yeah!
yes, yes.
Hell yeah!
Entire game.
Hell yeah!
Okay, so we can hit the club.
Let's
or
hit
what?
the club.
Go, white boy, go!
This is.
Hell
this
yeah,
is the loud club
PointCrow!
music?
And she's
What
just
club?
chilling.
Is this? Oh.
Go, white boy, go!
It's club sandwich.
Hell yeah!
Right. That's
Oh,
right,
I
Eli.
did it.
Go,
We're
white
going
boy,
to
go!
Club Sandwich,
Go, white
the
boy,
most
go!
exclusive club in Vegas.
He's so fun. Okay, I just want to skim through the whole VOD for
You're
that
gonna love
moment.
how this club works, guys,
Isn't he
because I
fun?
love club sandwiches.
She looks so unimpressed. I know. I love Sam because she's just so like
Is to
chill and like nonchalant about
and most
everything.
impressive
Like she's so
club
chill.
sandwich that you can.
Like give
Alright,
zero
our judges are
fucks.
gonna decide.
The
All
2
your
a.m.
ingredients
stream.
are
Hi,
under your
noob.
tables. You have 5 minutes to stack
Nave, I met
the sandwich.
PointCrow. I'm so
You
happy.
can only stack one ingredient at a time. One slice of bread, one slice
Can you
of
tell I'm a
cheese,
huge
so on
PointCrow
and so
fan?
forth, all right? Don't double up. Judge.
I know. I work an overnight. We flew in. We got home at like 3 in the morning last night, so my sleep is like
Okay.
messed up. And then I start overnight shifts tomorrow,
That's
so I'm trying to pull an all-nighter.
the eliminated teams deserve
I think I'm gonna
to
play
have
some
a little
Zelda
fun,
soon.
too.
I hope you're doing well though. It's good to see you.
Now is your time to get your revenge.
Damn, 4 every
Bulls
day.
on stage, each one
I feel that. It's hard when you're not working. It's hard when you're not working. Okay, I think we're gonna play some Zelda.